Welcome in, Outlaws. Hey, it's KGB from the C Sports Network. That's right, we're here for another Brave stream. As always, what's up, everybody? As always, we are going to have 20 minutes to get things set up. We always take this time to have a chat and let me get finished getting things rocking and rolling. So, hey, David, how you doing already? Yes, I can see the chat. I haven't started clicking around yet, so the chat's not hidden. How you doing, my friend? Glad you stopped in. Possibilities, guys. We are being dumped on again with rainy, heavy storms. So, stream could be a little wonky tonight for us, but we're gonna stick with it. The only way we'll end the stream is if it's just absolutely lightning, and if the power goes out, something like that. I don't want to destroy my computer, so we're gonna stick with it. Now, speaking of, I don't think we have any issues with tonight's game. We are back on MLB.com's without the VPN, so we should not have some of the problems that we've had, that we have when we run the VPN. So that's good. Another note: we lost a sub, but hey, it happens. It happens. So we're no longer 16 away. We are now 17 away from that 1,000 sub goal. We'll make it. I'm confident we will. All right, just had to make sure that you guys could hear me. I'm doing way better, David. Yesterday's day off, it was something I absolutely needed. Sitting in this chair day after day after day with the health issues I have. My feet were this big around. My legs are all swelled out. Retaining water, bad. But I don't want to get too much into that. I don't want to bring anybody's day down because I'm actually having a really, really kick-ass game. A really kick-ass day. Everything's been really good. I had a great day so far. And I want to end it with hopefully a Braves win. Hey Kenneth, welcome in, my friend. Sheila's off doing racing at the track. That's awesome. Yeah, but I see Dixon's over there. He's gonna stream tonight's game too. So, here's what it is. We'll take whoever wants to come join us and visit. And chill out, relax, and watch. We welcome all of them in. We'll have to be sure to stop over there and drop him some likes and whatnot. I thought it was pretty cool that him and his wife stopped in. I believe that's his wife. I think so. I mean, she had the last name of Dixon. So either wife or daughter. I don't know a lot about the guys, so I'm just assuming when I say wife. I do apologize if that's not your wife and it's your daughter. I do apologize. But I thought it was pretty cool. You guys stopped over the other night. Yeah, I had to straighten one of my subscribers out. Hey guys, whatever happens in other channels, we don't bring that here. Even if that other channel should happen to come here to support this one, we don't say derogatory things. Absolutely nothing derogatory gets put out from this channel. What's between you and another channel is between you and that channel, not you and my channel because they're here. So, any future stuff like that, I'm going to mute you. I'm just telling you straight out how it's going to be. We're not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to bring up any names. You know who I'm talking to for the person that was involved. So let's just straighten that up, and let's get past that, and we'll get along just fine. So sorry about having to bring that up, but I've stewed about it since the night it happened because it should have never happened. I felt embarrassed that happened on my channel and that I didn't speak up right away. I mean, I did say something during the stream, but I should have said it a lot sooner. And I was angry with myself for not doing it sooner. So I'm just getting it out there now. So with that aside, we can get on to some baseball. As always, the first pitch is supposed to be 7:20 Eastern, 6:20 Central. Of course, we started the stream a little bit early. We are finally home, baby, for Friday night baseball. That's right. That's right, everybody. You know what that means, right? While I start to get things set up, I'm going to leave this little tidbit for you.
We'll knock off now and take the next two. My favorite day of the week. I see we got a few more people that have joined us. What's up, Kenneth, David, Mr. Woodrow? We got George in the house. Ralph Harper, welcome in. Tim Panel, thank you all for stopping in, guys. Yes, sir. Yep. George, we have thunderstorms. We got some doozies, too. She was cracking off some loud thunder, man. That's why I knew we were getting dumped on. Yeah, Iowa have been going through some real bad times, man. The river crested up in Charles City, which is about 13 miles from me, just north. And they crested at 22 point some feet. We were supposed to crest yesterday. I didn't hear the final cresting count, but I think we crested at 23 or 24. Damage done to Charles City's main bridges from the debris coming down. So, yeah, this water's really been hectic on us. There's a boil ban. You know, town water shut off, but we don't have town water. We have well water, but still,
we've went out and bought store-bought water to use for a little while, because simply for the fact it's field season, people spraying their fields, all this water runoff, they tile these fields so much anymore that you never know where that water is going to end up, and we just don't trust our well water, so we went and stockpiled up on some water ourselves. So, hearts go out to anybody here in Iowa that are affected with these storms. We certainly have you in our prayers. You get it done? Huh? I don't know where it's at. Yeah, but it should have like a duct tape. Grab this. Oh, well, yeah. That's how we'll know. That's why I had the long strip. That's fine. And you don't have to have a Sharpie. You can use a pen. Sorry about that. Out there, you heard my son. Somebody wanted to buy a computer today, so we went ahead and sold our Dell touchscreen computer that never gets used. Actually, I traded it for another surveillance system. You never have too many of those, especially when you have a house full of electronics like I do. Probably got $15,000 to $20,000 worth of electronics in this house, between all the TVs, all the computers, just everything. All right, you ready to rock and roll, huh? Good job, thank you, bud. All right, so we are now at 6:13, so we're about 7 minutes out from scheduled first pitch. Let me go ahead and check. Yeah, that's right. I needed to go to studio mode while I was sitting here. Didn't get that done yet. Here we have it. I know you can't see it yet. I'm getting to it. That'll be the interactive. They're not live yet, so. Good seeing a bunch of you guys already tonight. I certainly appreciate all the support, guys. I mean, you guys have all helped. We are just about to that 1,000 goal. I just can't. I'm ecstatic about it. Yeah, we lost a sub, but that happens. Hell, there's times that you lose 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 100. I've actually lost in the history of this channel, and it was just several months ago. I went from 900. I want to say I was at 940 or 960, and I dropped 120 subs. Or more. Actually, it was more than that. Because it dropped me to 780. And then I hovered. It took me a long time, guys. It took me a long time to get past that 800. 3 times this channel has been past 800. I'd make it past and then drop back. And it was happening quite often. But I was having internet issues. And, being sick that I couldn't put videos out, and when that happens, YouTube's algorithm throws you to the dungeon, and you gotta scrape and claw your way out of that place, man. Many times I've done a stream and gotten 30 views. 30 views. Even when I had an established group of people that watched me. When I come back from being sick and get my internet fixed, the first 15, 20 streams were like 30 to 80 views in a stream. You guys just started trickling back in. I don't know if it's because YouTube wasn't pushing me out there or what, but that's what I assume. But that's for another day, another story.
we're here now. We're almost reaching that goal of 1,000 subs. Oh boy, it's been a push. It's been such a push. And then you can't stop there either. You just continue motivating on. Now, I have decided, guys, that there'll be a little something, celebratory, something when it happens, the instant that we hit that 1,000. But you always got them trolls that like to see you hit that 1,000 and then take it away. And then hit it and take it away. So we're not actually once I see it, when I see it with my own eyes that we've hit 1,000, I'm gonna call it out. We're gonna have a little celebratory, little interactive thing that's gonna signify, hey, we hit that 1,000. But the giveaway, the celebration thing will come maybe a few streams thereafter. I want to be established. I want to pick up, I want to get into that 1,000 subs a little bit away, so the trolls aren't out there messing with us. So that's what we'll do. It probably wouldn't take long, if we can reach that 1,000, 5,000, 10, then we can have it. So hopefully, getting that 1,000, it wouldn't take long to reach above that, hopefully. And we're going to do that. We're going to do a giveaway. It's already confirmed. Confirmed, guys. We will be gifting away 2 $25. It's either going to be a MasterCard or a Visa card giveaway. I'm just going to go to Walmart and pick them up. And then I can either ship them to you or we can exchange emails, something in that nature to get that card information to you where you can register it to yourself and whatnot. Now, the way we're going to do it, it looks like probably not. If he does, he's only going to be on for a few minutes, I'm sure, Kenneth. He said he was going to be down. He said he'd be down in a few minutes, and that was 40 minutes ago. So I'm not even going to bother him. But anyways, the way we're going to do it, guys and gals, is I've already asked a couple clanmates to come help me. We are going to do where I will have a random number generator, a website that generates random numbers. We're going to come in, we're going to have a special giveaway stream for this, where that's all we're doing is the giveaways for things. Everybody comes in, you have to have, but you know what, I'm not even going to force people to prove that this is how much that it means to me. I'm not even going to force you to prove that you're a subscriber to this channel even. Whoever comes into the stream is going to be eligible. But you will have to provide me your mailing address and your name and whatnot. At least that info. What we're going to do is we'll come in. There's going to be a couple moderators that are going to moderate it. And yes, the moderators can join in too. They're not going to know the number because I'll do the random number spin for this website. It'll generate the number right there on the screen for everybody to see what it is. But what we're going to do is you're going to pick a number between 0 and 10,000. You need to be the first one to pick that number because if you pick it and somebody else already had and you don't realize it and get a different number in, then whoever picked it first will be the winner if that is the winning number. So basically, it's going to be pick a number between 1 and 10,000, and the person closest to it or lands on it, the person that guesses the number right or closest to it without going over will be the winner. So obviously, there can't be more than one winner because we'll go back through and we'll look at all the chats, and there's going to be rules, guys. The rules are going to be that when we say to post, you post one number unless it is a duplicate that somebody else got in there just before you got yours, then you'll be permitted to post again. If you continue posting it and causing the chat to go up and us lose that, you're going to be
gone from the giveaway, and you'll never participate in another one again. We want this to be as smooth as possible and as fun as possible. We don't want no trolls screwing around. So all the trolls, you're going out the door immediately. So what we'll do is once all the drawing's done, we'll go to the live view of that web page and let it do its job. It'll pick the number, and then we'll go through the list of everybody's number that they picked, and the person that got it right, you'll have the opportunity to get me your info, and you will be a winner, and we'll get you those one of the cards. There's going to be 2 gift cards, $25 a piece. Easiest thing we could come up with. All right, so it looks like Interactive's up. I may have talked into the game. I do apologize if I did. I just wanted to get it out there because we're so close. We are so close. All right.
So Andrew McCutcheon, the batter. He and Charlie were together in Pittsburgh from 2009.
All right, so that's 2-2 the count. Yeah, I talked a little bit into the game. I do apologize.
For McCutcheon, it was his
first,
his rookie season, and they were together for 7 years, so they know each other very well. Left side, in between hop, Austin Riley.
All right, so we're going to pause it right there. We're going to let the Interactive catch up. That was a ground ball to Austin Riley, who throws it over to Matt Olson for out number 1. But it'll be this next pitch. It should be. He was 2-2 in the count. That would have been
he makes a fine play.
I like what Charlie did there, that bat against Andrew too. Not one curveball, all fastballs.
Good glove
nice
by Austin Riley.
Got a good break on that ball. Took another short hop. Good start to the inning.
And you like that for Charlie, just to mix up the tendencies?
I do. I mean, I think when you look, there's not a lot to complain about with Charlie, right? I mean, he's great and he battles and he does everything you want him to do, but you know, when you start to dive into his numbers a little bit, the curveball usage is off the charts. First pitch curveballs with runners in scoring position, all those things. And I think sometimes just flip the script a little bit, you know, change your tendencies just a little bit.
All right, next pitch. I think
he comes in here and hits Brian Reynolds.
He just lost control hit batsman already. Come on, Charlie. Charlie has just not looked the
Reynolds,
best.
by the way, a
guys.
23-game hit streak, and here he gets hit in the first inning.
Yeah, it looked like Charlie tried to throw that
sinker.
Man.
Just right off the little ball, that little ball in the side of your ankle. Oh,
Charlie
I can't
clearly
believe
frustrated.
That dude must be a stud.
That 23-game hit streak for Reynolds, longest active.
He just grimaced just a little bit, went down the baseline,
this year in Major League Baseball.
That had to hurt. Right off
so
that
he's
little,
aboard,
little
and
ball
here is the talented shortstop O'Neill Cruz.
All right, O'Neill Cruz with a 239 average, 11 home runs and 39 ribbies.
Change up away, 1-1.
713 OPS on the season. It's now 1-1 in the count. We have 1 out. Runner on first, top of the first, tie game. Charlie Morton pitching for the Atlanta Braves, our right-handed pitcher.
Ozzie,
stopped by. Oh, they got him at second.
How did they do that?
Orlando Arcia, welcome back, my friend, baby.
Body going in the opposite direction.
Wow, what a play.
It flipped to Ozzie.
Oh my, what a play. Dives, catches it, backhand flips it to Ozzie, who catches, barehanded, reaches over and hits the bag with his glove.
What a one-handed grab and somehow
2.
Getting over there
Beautiful.
to touch the bag.
some razzle dazzle on the field
He does
tonight.
not need to, by the way, have that glove or the ball in the glove on that play. As long as he is possessing the baseball and he touches that bag, the runner is out. So now
Beautiful.
away,
Ozzy with the barehanded.
Rowdy Tellez.
So, guys, I wasn't able to catch all of last night's game. I sat in Dixon's stream for a while, but I fell
Ball on the
asleep.
corner, 1-1.
How did we do?
He's
Did
been
we
in a
win
nice
last
stretch
night?
here.
Did we
His last
lose?
14 games, he's hit safely in 11 of them, hitting 367.
Didn't even look today.
4 doubles and a couple homers.
Yeah, Tellez, one of their new pieces,
Foul ball.
and with those
Running
numbers
through
you
the
mentioned,
count.
he's kind of turned his season around. He was really struggling in May. And
How
Derek
did I meet
Shelton actually
Maverick?
sat him for all 3 games
20 years
of the
ago,
Braves
when I
series
joined
at
HBS, my
PNC
friend.
Park. But now that he's hitting,
What's up,
he's
D?
put him back in there
Welcome in,
regularly.
friend. Oh,
Charlie's
we
got
lost.
him at a 1-2 count. And he checks over there on Cruz.
Well, we had the series tied at 1 with them. So that makeup game, we lost the series to them. They're kind of one of the worst teams in the league this year.
And a bouncer foul.
I mean, that's where you start calling into question, you know, are we championship quality? Are we a championship quality team? If we can't even beat the worst team in the league.
That other start for Charlie against the Pirates, June 11th here at Truist Park back in
1-0,
2022.
huh?
Charlie went 6 innings, struck out 12.
But I tell you, man,
4. Hopefully something similar here tonight.
We did a doubleheader and then had to get on the bus and go straight there.
Outside corner.
Oh, that's going to be strike 3. That's a K on the day for Uncle Charlie. You know what, guys and gals? I am tired of this damn interactive sound. I'm going to switch this over. I'm going to put it to a browser real quick. Bear with me. It'll take me all but a few minutes. I'm just tired of dealing with it like that. So we are going to do it this way. All right, you're going to lose the sound here for a minute. We are back. I wasn't able to get it done before. You just got to understand that until they fix that, I can't take, I mean, it is as loud as my computer sound to go, and it's got 3 commercials that play over top of each other. I can't hear nothing of this. And I have no way other than running it through a browser source to be able to control the audio. So that's what we're doing. All right. We're going to have to pause it up here. All right. So it's 0-2 right now to Ozzie Albies. Here comes the next pitch. That'll be a foul ball. Now it's 0-2 on this next one. I'll get you synced up. Sorry about it, guys. I just can't stand to do it again. That loud sound. All right, so on this next pitcher's pitch, we should be synced. There you go. Oh, that is a horrible call. Ozzie giving him the stink look. I don't blame you, Ozzie. That thing was 5 inches outside the box. And that's 5 inches on the left side of that box. And that ump called it a strike. Here we go. Going to get me wound up with the umps. All right, big Marcell Ozuna up to bat. I'm surprised you didn't call that one a strike, you mook. Oh, he called it again a strike. 5 inches outside the box. What is going on with this ump? Hello, who joined us?
Hello.
Let's get you the Braves racetrack defense while we have around the Pirates while we have a moment.
Yeah, I gotta get
it.
Buddy.
You got Hayes, who just won a Gold Glove last year, third. Tellez at first.
Hold on 1 second. I just
up the
woke up.
Monty Grandal, the veteran catcher.
Dozed off in my
It's
chair.
actually the same
Say
crew with the
woke up
exception
last
of
time
the
you
second
told me
base
you were
umpire that
eating.
worked yesterday. The
Yeah,
Braves
as soon
game
as I
in
ate, I
Chicago,
sat
so
down in my
0-2,
chair.
like the Braves.
And you
came
know what
down
happens
that
after
ball
you
game.
eat?
Larry
Zonko fall
Vanover went
asleep.
first base yesterday in Chicago, calling the balls and
Hey,
strikes.
Lane, how
Yeah,
you
right
doing?
now, what's up, Lane? Right now I'm
Inside,
sitting at
so a
56
2-out
hours
for
for the
Ozuna.
week, and I've got to work tomorrow. So,
When you get off work, so you are working tomorrow?
yeah, I am working tomorrow 6:30 to, I think it's like 6 hours. It's like I have a day tomorrow.
Was that volunteer or you off?
Yeah,
Is that mandatory?
no, it's volunteer. No, it wasn't mandatory. It was volunteer. Hey, it's more money on the paycheck, so.
Great.
so
Well, I figured up your paycheck for you. I told you, that this new place is
So if you are
be a lot
Perez
better
or
for
Morton,
you.
Tom, you're seeing the strike zone
Mhm.
early. Are you
Of
trying
course,
to
it's
push the
more-
limit as much as
more
you can?
work.
See how far he'll call it out.
You know,
there?
more
Yes.
hours,
I think
more
it should be
hours
part
at
of your
work.
game
but,
plan every
hey,
time you pitch to see how much you can
when,
force the
when you
issue
don't got
off
enough
the
to
plate,
pay
if
all
you
your
can at all.
bills,
So
you gotta
I would
have
say
something.
absolutely. He's shown he's going to call
That's
a little bit
right.
off the plate. We'll see if he'll
That's
call a
right.
little bit more.
So I'm
Well,
I'm
you
taking it
would
with a
have.
grain of
You
salt.
would
And
have,
even if he
but
doesn't call it, it's in the mind
some
of the
mixed
hitters, and they're probably
calculations
more
on
likely to
your
chase
end
out there.
kind of puts you
Absolutely.
in a
Yep.
bind.
You know, you've established that you
Correct.
call it.
But it happens,
But
man.
not
It's
now.
life.
Hitter,
You learn
well, with
from
two
it.
strikes, if it's
That's right.
out there, you're not so sure.
Put one foot in
You
front
might
of
be
the
more
other
apt
and
to
keep
chase it.
going.
That's right. I've actually had a pretty good
Perez
day,
ahead
guys.
0-2.
The
Out over in that
the
Braves dugout.
hernia,
Everybody's
like,
okay.
I was able to lay in my bed last night.
Yeah, this is the portion of the lineup where Perez has struggled. 3 and 4 hitters are hitting
It still
448
hurt.
off him.
Believe
this
me, the
year,
first
so-
time that, and I actually
Got two
slept
good guys in those slots for the
I
Braves.
slept,
They could do some damage tonight.
4 hours at one point. And that's not
that's
normal.
good.
I've been waking up. My normal sleep pattern's been
Another foul
sleep
ball.
for 45
I
minutes
mentioned
up
Perez
for,
has been
for
around
30,
13th major
sleep
league
again
season.
for
This is his
45 up
first
to
in
30.
Pittsburgh. But
Kind
today
of
is
thing,
his
but I was
300th
able to
career
sleep
game
4 or 5 hours
and his
straight through.
255th career start.
Now,
So
it
a
hurt
lot
like
of
hell when I got up
experience
out of that
at major
bed,
league level
but
for
I'll
this
take.
southpaw.
I'm laying in my bed again tonight. If I can get 4 or 5
No, that's
hours
right.
of sleep and only, have to deal with it hurting real bad when I get up, and I'll deal with that.
That's right.
I've toughed it out. I
You're
have
gonna see
pain.
Paul Skeens and Max
I have
Fried
pain
tomorrow.
pills for it.
Braves will not see Jared
Uh,
Jones in
but I
this
don't take 'em.
series.
because they
What a
make me
pitching
drowsy.
duel that will be on a Saturday here
And
at
I'm
Truist
still
Park.
drowsy 16 hours later, like falling asleep, and I can't do my streams like that.
This ball is
so I haven't
deep
been
to
taking
right.
them.
Is it fair?
Oh!
It is just foul to the right
Damn!
pole.
Just
And
foul.
Olsen
Foul
gets a
ball.
Two-run homer.
Just
Oh,
Damn.
man.
a little bit.
Apple. I
I
appreciate
thought he
it,
hit
Kenneth.
that.
I did too,
He
dude.
hit a
I
long
thought it was
homer
there.
at PNC Park that went into the Allegheny River
It was there.
in
for
that
sure.
Braves win on day 3 in Pittsburgh. Takes a four-seamer outside, 1-2.
I didn't see that CeeLo had anything scheduled up. I think he's at the races, like personally
Yeah,
at the races tonight.
Yeah. He's at Nashville.
Okay.
Swing
So-
and miss. So a near
That's
home
gonna
run
be
with the
strike
cutter from
3.
Perez gets Olsen.
All right, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Sends us to the second inning.
Yeah, he's at Nashville this weekend. So he said he wasn't doing the only streams that he was doing was live at the track. So
Oh, okay. I don't really want to talk too much about politics, but I'll tell you that I did watch a little bit of it, and boy,
oh, it was great.
I thought so.
It was great.
I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna talk any specifics. It showed a lot.
Yes, George, we did.
It showed a lot.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, we watched it, George. I watched the whole thing, and it was great. Yeah, I know who I'm voting for.
As do I.
Yep. And only thing I heard was somebody's in major trouble. They're scrambling, so. But anyway, like I said, yeah, it's been a long day. They did treat us to a nice lunch today, everybody. I finally had hibachi for the first time. Never had a hibachi before. That was pretty cool to watch.
Well,
see,
the
and
hibachi,
eat.
hibachi isn't something you're eating. It's a place you're going. It's all about.
I know.
All about
They brought it to
having that
us.
chef. Yeah, well, it's all about the chef preparing it and doing all these fancy maneuvers while he's doing it. That's what that's about.
Yeah. I know, and I've never been to one, and they brought it to us today.
I've seen it. Oh, they came there, huh? That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they brought the whole
I thought you were
the whole
I thought
truck
you
and
had said
everything.
you guys were going there. That's cool.
We thought we were, but no, they brought it to us instead, and they put on a whole show, and we had steak, chicken, shrimp, and rice.
See it early
With
in the zone for strikes. The guys are
they had
much
these
more
little bundt
much more apt
cakes
to
with
swing out later in the
one
count.
was a straight vanilla cake.
I would agree. I mean, especially for
with
Charlie.
vanilla
you know, as
icing.
much
The
as
other
he
one was a
uses that pitch,
snickerdoodle with vanilla icing,
it's,
and then a
you know, I've talked about
chocolate
it
bundt
before.
cake
It's
with
almost,
chocolate chip in it.
it's almost
Boy,
like
that
pitches a little
chocolate
bit backwards.
with
like
the chocolate chip was rich as hell.
Most guys are pitching
I
really
wouldn't be able to eat
fastball
that
going
then,
to their
man.
secondary stuff. Charlie's best
Oh
pitch is
man!
curveball.
Oh, let me tell
So
you,
he's
it put a
establishing his
whooping on
ability to
me.
throw strikes with that pitch, mixing in the fastball.
Hey, Nathaniel,
So
Man, I-
brother.
pitch early for strikes. Absolutely.
I felt
guys
like
are gonna be
absolute
more
crap
understanding.
afterwards.
We saw it a little bit in the first
Really?
inning.
Why?
With
Just 'cause
the
you're too
lefties.
full or
He was
what?
able to land a couple of those.
Yeah, I
strikeouts
just
down
got
over those
full,
lefties.
man.
With the lefties this
And
season, it's been interesting.
when
He
you're
hasn't
going over
been-
those
he hasn't been
freaking
able to get
bumps
on
all
top
over the
of
road
hits
and
as
stuff,
much as
boy,
he
that
has.
was not sitting
And it's
well.
such a weapon for him. So let's see if he
Boy,
can
I was like, oh.
Well, he's got Gonzalez 1-2. He does go to that
Yeah, I
curveball,
think-
but Nick.
Oh, yeah,
I've only
Lenny.
seen it. I've only seen it like on TV, you know, when they have a movie that's got it in it, or I've seen it on like YouTube.
Gonzalez is a guy who got called up in
Yep.
the 10th,
Hibachi
and his
chef.
hot bat has kept him in
I
the
think
lineup.
that'd be
He's
Oh,
an
yeah.
doing
experience.
well.
I'd like to experience something
Did
like
Charlie
that.
get him there?
Oh man, it was fun to watch too. He was doing his little
pitch, but a good take.
gadgets and gizmos with the spatulas. You know, they whipped up
Takes
the
some
shrimp
skill.
and the chicken.
Takes
The
some
281
skill,
Oh, yeah.
average
man.
for Gonzalez actually leads
Oh,
the
yeah.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
And then of course they played a little video and for everybody, and said you guys put a hell of a work weekend. So they announced that starting next week, we're on a 4-day work week next week because of 4th of July. They want to get at least 60 loads
Yeah, he's called it on the
crushed.
outside corner. But
Monday,
not
Tuesday,
calling that inside
Wednesday,
one.
Thursday. and then we'll be off Friday,
Edward
Saturday,
Olivares.
Sunday.
Foul tip
Daniel.
on the fastball.
So-
and one.
I know, right? Let's get out of the toilet and let's get a win.
That's right.
Charlie Morton
We only
has
have
beat
like
every other
80
team in Major
games
League
left in the
Baseball,
season.
including the Braves. This is the
I know.
only team that he has
Now's
not
the
beaten
time.
in
We
his
need to
Major
go on
League
some
career.
long
He's got 29
win
to 30
streaks.
checked off his
And we
list.
need the
Yes, we do.
If he would beat the
Phillies
Pirates
to
today,
go on some long
he
lose
would join
streaks.
only 3 other active players that have
Well,
done that. Justin
I'll give you
Verlander,
some more
Max
good news,
Scherzer,
everybody.
Garrett Cole
Well,
have all
Not so
beaten
good
all
news,
30
but
Major
good
League
news
teams.
for us in our division. Today was, matter of fact,
Misses
Bryce
inside
Harper
2-1.
went on the 10-day IL with a hamstring pull. And also, Kyle Schwarber of the Phillies went down on a 10-day IL with a groin injury. So
Yeah, but
both the two.
that's not good news, man. I don't want to see
No,
anybody
it's not-
get hurt.
I don't say that's why I said it the way I said it. I said it's good news for our division, but not so good news as far as players concerned. They both
Yeah.
got hurt. They're both on the 10-day IL. That's the way I said it. So I don't know who they're gonna have replace both of them players, but it's not good. Not good for the
I
Phillies.
mean, we just
Count runs full
we
here
got to
to the
try to
right fielder.
capitalize
Tough
on it.
fastball
Then
there
you know,
down in the zone. So now,
our
to
guys-
me, that's a pitch
I
that
think a
sets
lot
up.
of
He can do whatever he
yesterday,
wants now.
doubleheader
You know,
the day
he's thrown 3
before.
breaking balls in a row. He
No,
took
it
all
wasn't
3.
in the excruciating
Now you
heat
show
that it
him
could
the
have been if it would have
fastball.
happened the day before.
Maybe you come back with that
No, they
breaking
played
ball.
in
and he
about
doesn't have quite as good
73
a look
to
at it now.
83-degree weather. Game 2 was 83 degrees. There goes Sean
They
Murphy.
tried to throw it
Safe.
out at second, but Gonzalez
Damn.
got there safely.
But we got the strikeout
Good
though.
call, Tom, and that takes care of Olivares. 2 strikeouts now for Morton.
See, and that's the kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm
but now
talking
the
about.
Pirates
It's not
have
like
a
huge- I'm not-
runner
I'm
in
not
scoring position
saying,
on
hey,
second.
you know what, Charlie, you throw too many breaking
Yeah.
balls. Stop that and go to your fastball. His breaking ball is his best pitch. To me, the problem sometimes is he's not throwing that fastball enough to get guys off.
All right,
the
hey
breaking
guys,
ball.
I
They're
need
getting
before
too many
Maverick
looks at
takes
it.
off.
And I know
I'm going to
from-
go ahead
from
and mute our
myself,
sound,
from
and I'm going to
experience,
cover my cam up.
That
I
would
got a
happen to me
personal
from time
question
to
I
time
need
with
to
my
ask you.
changeup. I would get so
So
changeup
before he
happy
takes off, I want to be able to do
that
that.
now you throw that pitch time after time
Yeah.
after time, and the hitter sees it. Now you're really narrowing your space for a mistake. You better throw it perfect. But when you throw a few fastballs or get a guy off a plate, you change his eyesight. Now he doesn't get quite as good a look at it the next time you go back to it. And for me, that's one thing I'd like to see Charlie do a little bit more. I mean, 94, 5-mile-an-hour fastball, you ought to be able to do some damage with that pitch.
He's gone fastball then curveball here to Key Brian Hayes. There's the sinker. Did you feel, Tom, like that was something you picked up on later in your career?
Yes. I mean, early in my career, I just, was, hey, this is the pitch I'm throwing, so I'm throwing it. And over time, you start to realize, well, man, you're really putting a lot of pressure on that pitch. You got to be perfect with it. Do something to get him off it a little bit.
Weekly to Austin Riley. So the third baseman hits it to the other third baseman. 2 away. Gonzalez does go to third.
Guys, we talked about it a little bit with the curveball is such a high spin curveball that the thing that it does, besides just the late break that it gets, is it disguises that curveball as a fastball towards the plate. So you're right, Tom. The less he throws the fastball, the less effective it's going to become, because you need guys, especially with a 95, 96 like he's got available. You got to be able to throw it.
Yeah, I just like that sequence a couple of hitters ago where he threw that front door breaking ball on a 3-2 count and just missed. If he throws a fastball in there in that same spot, those guys are jumping out of the way, because they're thinking that ball is going to come in and hit them. And then he comes back with that breaking ball, then they're really going to flinch, But if you don't do that a little bit here and there, then I think that borderline breaking ball that maybe is inside or sweeping off the plate, they're just getting a little bit too good a look at it.
A couple of fastballs and then a changeup here to Jack Sawinski, who's in his 3rd year in the bigs, all with the Pirates. Was struggling earlier in the year, so they sent him to AAA to sort things out. But the numbers still have not been great offensively, just hitting 174. Two down, 2-1 pitch. Good one. 2-2. So he has showed Sawinski the fastball, the changeup, now the curve. See what he brings here with 2 down and a 2-2 count. Goes back to the fastball. That thing is hammered, but he's ahead of it, thankfully. Home run distance, but no harm done. So now Charlie plotting his next move. Potential first run of the game at third base. That's beautiful. He froze him. All 3 strikeouts so far for Charlie Morton have been of the looking variety. He got Tellez to end the first that way, and now Jack Sawinski, a little frozen pizza for you, my friend.
I know.
All right, sorry about that, guys and gals.
We are back. So it looks like Charlie Moore finally got there was an out number 3. So
I lost track of how many strikeouts
go to the
he
bottom
has.
of
He's
the
got
second.
2 or 3, I think. This game.
Yeah,
so
he's
far.
got 3 strikeouts. Yeah, he's got 3 strikeouts. So
All right,
you'll
so
have
when they
Austin
come back,
Riley,
we'll have
Sean
Austin
Murphy.
Riley. Yep.
Yep.
You were just
Sean Murphy and Adam Duvall.
Adam
Yeah,
Duvall.
we're on the same wavelength.
The Pirates, I mean, I'm not sure what their record is, but the games that I've watched them play, they're a tough team.
Yep. They're 39-41 for the season.
39-41.
Yep. Before the
Well,
start
that
of this
record
game
doesn't-
today.
That record doesn't really emphasize how
Zaxby
good they really
Saucy
actually
play,
are.
Spotlighting Austin Riley. His career
Exactly.
against the Pirates.
Because in those spring training and early part of the season,
10 multi-hit games.
Hey.
Those 27 career games. So he has enjoyed.
shit, they were hitting, they were killing it.
And he
Correct.
has enjoyed hitting in the 5th spot in the order since Brian Snitker moved him there. Riley hitting .352.
She attacked you. I can imagine what it's like to be attacked by a big old Great Dane like that. Even when they're playing around.
Center field. Sawinski is back.
Center field, it's back. It
Oh,
is gone, baby.
Chattahoochee Falls, baby.
Austin
Braves
Riley.
win it 1-0.
Ninth home run of the season, 31st RBI. 420 feet. There you go. MVP. Atlanta Braves jump on the top 1-0. That magic stage.
Glad the CRC is back.
Oh, yeah.
By
He
his
made a
good
great
swing
play
of the
to
bat
start
well
with.
The last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
First, right there in
Well,
the
let's
first,
hope that
he
gets contagious.
caught the ball
Yep. Braves
Grounded
shut
the
out
ball.
yesterday against the White Sox.
and
And the
flicked
offense
it.
struggled there at the end of the road trip.
backhanded,
in
flicked it
St.
to
Louis as
Ozzie,
well, but maybe that'll
who
jumpstart
catches it
things.
barehanded. And as he's diving, catches it barehanded as he's diving and tags the base with the glove for the force out.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful play. I mean, man, was that good.
Sean
razzle
Might have to look
dazzle.
that up.
Yeah, it was some razzle dazzle.
Tom, we hear so many
just
hitters
like
that say
that, we are on the board, 1-0.
What gets some going balls to center and right center, the opposite gap, and that's been the case for Austin.
Welcome back
seems
to
like we
the
talk
home
about it all
run
the time, right?
batters
I'm not a
there,
hitter.
Mr.
Wow.
Riley.
Feel
Your
like
slump
Frenchie
is officially
talks about it. I
over.
know Chipper talks about it, but you know, when
Nah,
guys are
I see
struggling
what
a
you're
little
talking
bit,
about.
they all seem to
That was
talk
a hell of
about
a
staying
play.
in the middle of the ballpark.
Yeah.
And you know, I know it's easier
That
said
was a
than
hell of
done,
a
and
play right
maybe
there.
guys are trying to do it more than we see or recognize, but great seeing Austin hit that ball there.
You say you're not a hitter, but
I wish I could be at the ballpark, but hey, when duty calls, duty
And
calls.
I do have 4 silver sluggers, if memory serves me.
Who paused
so
the interactive?
maybe
I didn't
sold
pause the
myself a little
interactive.
I
short.
was going to say,
Sorry.
you were the
Talk
best
about
hitting
me.
pitcher in the
Interactive.
game back then. And then they
Interactive's still
said,
going.
pitchers you can't hit anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
You probably did there, George, by accident on your end.
Yeah,
I think not many
it won't
pitchers were
won't
overly
pause
upset
for me
about
now.
that, but Max Fried was probably a little
I'm running
upset. He
through
was
a
pretty good
browser
with the
source
bat.
I don't
now
blame him. It
to
was an advantage.
control the
Anybody
volume.
he
So
faced when he
even
was
if I
hitting.
have a page over top of it, it won't
Broken
pause
bat
now.
here,
Ooh,
but it'll work.
broken bat, but
That
that's going to be a
bat
base
down
hit.
here.
Broken bat.
Smurfinator.
And Sean Murphy
Yeah.
has a single.
Murphinator got him a single to left field.
The Smurfinator.
Yeah,
The
pretty good pitch there. Still
Smurfinator.
maybe a touch up from where he wants it to finish. But
Alrighty then.
certainly off
Alrighty
the plate,
then.
but Murph able to get enough of it to
He'll be
Got
back.
Adam Duvall.
get it over the shortstop's head. For
Adam Duvall is in a
hit.
slump too.
That was a nasty break. Full barrel went out there. So a homer and a single to start the bottom of the second. Here's
Come on,
Duvall.
Doobie. Come on, smoke a doobie so you can be the mighty Doobie.
Remember, everybody, if you did not know, Adam Duvall is type 1 diabetic. And he's out on that field every
Fouling
day
off the
playing.
0-1 cutter. No balls,
So
two
he's an
strikes.
inspiration to all the folks that's type 1 diabetic. You can overcome your issues. You know, tell the young folks if you ever become type 1 diabetic, you can overachieve and make goals for yourself.
Perez kicks and deals. This one back our way.
Oh, did we have somebody new come in? I didn't see.
It's been a struggle this year for Adam, average-wise. But might be
I
the
don't
guy
see
he needs
anybody
to see on the
new's
mound.
name.
6 home runs on the season, all 6 against left-handed
I think you went
pitchers,
from
so
983 to 984.
he's been seeing the ball good against lefties.
No, we lost the sub since the
He
last stream.
pops this up.
Oh, you just
Gonzalez,
picked up.
the second baseman.
What did I?
Yes. You're at You're at 984.
Well, thank you for whoever subbed. I
So Duvall
appreciate
back
that.
to the dugout. Here's Orlando Arcia.
I have a little
Had
bit.
a hit in 3
I have
trips.
to, every now and then I have to
yesterday
go
the
and
plate.
check on that.
Oh yeah. Sorry everybody, I'm not on cam. I look like absolute horrendous. Just absolute tired from a
Talked
long
about
week,
Pittsburgh and
and
their starting rotation.
but I'm
This
still here.
spot
I'm
is
just
really
behind the
one
scenes.
spot that they have had issues with, and again, Perez, although he struggled in May before the injury, has been out the last month, so it hasn't been all on his shoulders. But
All right, well, let me
first
get
4
that
spots in the
updated here. I
rotation,
appreciate
including
that
Jared
sub.
Jones
Thank you
and
very
Paul
much.
Skeens have
So
been
we
really
are back
good.
to 16
And then the
away
fifth
from
spot
that
is
thousand
spot has
goal.
really been the lone question mark for Derek Shelton.
Yeah, and you know, look,
Remember,
they're not
everybody,
alone,
if you
right?
haven't already hit the like button,
A lot of
please
guys-
hit
a
that
lot of
like
teams are
button.
looking for,
If you like what you
fifth
see
guys
here,
and
if you're
maybe
new to the
fourth guys
stream,
and third
hit that
guys too,
subscribe
but-
button. That easy.
you know, this guy started out all right.
And
I
it's
mean, it was
free.
April and May,
That's part about
And
it.
it's free.
It is
March
free.
and April. 1-1.
All right, come on, Orlando.
Things kind of started to
Now,
go a
one
little
thing I
sideways
did
for him
catch
in May, and then
on
he got hurt,
Dixon's
so
broadcast
he's
last
shown
night,
some signs of
He,
being able to go out there and pitch good
he
ball
addressed
games
his
for the
opinion
Pirates. I'm
about
sure
Orlando
with all
Arcia.
those young guys in their
that
rotation, they'd love to see him take
He
hold
felt
of that
maybe
fifth
it
spot and just
was they just said he was
establish that
suffering
veteran
from
presence.
dizziness because they sat him.
2-2 here to Arcia.
I don't
well, they
see
were
that
careful with Perez
because
after that groin
Yeah.
strain
when
against
Snick-
Atlanta on
when
May
Snick
26th.
sat
That's why he was out
Ozzie
for
last
such
season,
a long time.
They didn't come up with a bogus excuse.
Especially
come right out
and
with a
said they
pitcher
sat him
that's a lefty,
because,
that left groin, you got to push off on
because
that right.
Ozzie
That
had
could
hit
be
the
pretty
ball
tender.
Yeah, I
and
mean,
stood there watching it,
always worry
thinking
about
it was
arm
going to be a
injuries,
home
right?
run,
But,
and it wasn't.
You don't
And
want a leg injury on
didn't get
that
the
push-off
bases
leg
that
either,
Stick
because that,
felt
a
he
lot
should
of guys
have.
start changing
They
some
sat
things,
Ozzie
so
down
you got to be
2 games
super
because-
careful.
and they didn't give any bogus reason that why
Orlando
they did
gives
that.
his a ride down the
Oh,
left field line. And a cutter that is fouled back.
all right, ladies and gentlemen, the stream is back. The weather here had kicked it out.
Not a bad
if you
pitch
experience
per se there in
anything,
terms of where it ended
any
up, but certainly
circling,
not
just
where he's
refresh
trying
your
to go. He's trying to
browsers.
throw that cutter in on the hands.
I had a momentary loss in internet due to the weather.
Well, let's see if he can make another mistake here. Orlando.
I do apologize about that.
Grounded to short.
Arcia grounds it to
Oh,
short, flips
grounds
it
it
to
into
second,
a
over to
double.
The Braves
first.
get the first run of
Yep.
the game.
6-4-3 double play.
423 feet to straightaway center field. It's bullpen week.
All right, so I need
and
to-
we're gonna go to the bullpen with
Because of that, I need to refresh the interactive, so bear with me. And he, like I said, he could have very well been correct that they sat him because of poor play. I mean, he has been on a horrible batting slump, but his glove has been great.
Yep. Well, we got a little bit of rain coming. Oh, okay. We're just south of Atlanta, not where Truist Park is, but just south of the stadium, probably by say 15 miles, if that. We got a little rain cell moving in, but I mean it's real spotty. It will not affect the game at all.
So we hope.
No, I'm looking at the radar right now, and I mean it's a real small rain cell. It's just south of Atlanta. It's about 10 miles south of Truist Park, and it's moving east, so it's not going north.
Oh, okay.
So
having his arms a little sore, so we're going to go to the bullpen early.
yeah, I'm watching the radar.
Colin McHugh.
And we did have some rain come in yesterday. It was a much needed relief after
Guys,
being
I
in a
appreciate it. This
heat
is
wave
so
all
much
week.
fun for me. I got a chance to be in the booth with Brandon in New York, but to be back here in Atlanta with
come
my
on,
guy, Tyler
Interactive.
Matzik, I couldn't be more happy. Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for having me up here.
Oh, man. So we got our guy Charlie Morton on the mound tonight. We've seen him so many times. He's just as wonderful, probably more wonderful off the field than he's on the field, but he's throwing the ball well tonight. I want to go back a little bit to your first year as a Brave. You're a legend at this point in this Braves organization for what you've done for all these years. But 2020 was your first year, and there was nobody in this stadium when you first pitched here. How different is it to pitch in front of all of these fans every night at Truist Park?
Oh, man, it's unbelievable. Like you said, the first year was 2020. There was nobody in the stands, and you know, it was. I was kind of joking earlier that you know, it was exactly how it was in India. Nobody was showing up to the game, so it was nothing new for me. So I was able to kind of just slowly watch the fans come into the gate.
Out on the
stadium
outside,
as
that'd
the
be
years
ball
went on,
one,
and
1 and 2 to count.
you know, now we pack out the house every single time, and it's amazing.
Hey, Friday night fireworks. We've got fireworks after the game. We'll hopefully see some fireworks during the game here from this Braves.
All right, we're gonna pause it there. We're gonna get this. He's got to throw a ball first, and then the next one, it's gonna get hit. I just don't know where it goes. Sorry about that, guys. The storms are rolling in.
Offense, but I want to point out here.
That's going to be
down
out
to the bullpen perch.
left
As
field.
Luke makes the play in left field. We've
Looks
got
like
our
Luke Williams
entire
has
bullpen
it.
out there. I want to give them
That's
a big
out number
shout out.
one.
These guys, they
We're in
come
the
out,
top
they
of the
support.
third.
But this is
Atlanta
the
leading,
rally
1-0.
perch out there. We go out there for what? We go out there for runs.
That's right. Yeah, that's the rally perch. Everybody goes out there when we're needing to start something. I think it's just a visual representation that we're
All right,
with
now I
the
can
boys
get
out
my
there.
chat
We're trying
back up.
trying to push some runs
Sorry,
across
guys,
the plate.
when I'm working on that
we just
stuff, I
want to
can't see
be
your
present
chat.
and be out
So
there
if
for
you've
them.
asked me a question,
Dylan Lee got a little bit of
I have to come
airtime.
back
If
in
you're
and
far
catch up
enough
in
to
the
the
chat.
left there, I think you get a little on a dead center shot.
Still
that
there,
we got
Matt?
from
Or did you
Riley.
take off?
I think you get a little
Yep.
bit of airtime.
No,
So
I'm still here.
I knew Dylan
All right.
was. No
David said it's all
so
good,
I
man.
appreciate him going
David
out
said
there
it's all
and
good.
representing for this Braves bullpen.
So yeah, like I said, everybody knows
I know
when you
better than
start
to
having
ask a reliever any
storms
day
roll
how he's
through,
feeling.
we understand.
Nobody ever feels great. in
It
the bullpen.
sucked.
But you
It definitely
having a
does
little
suck,
injury,
though.
working your way back from that right now. How does it
Hey,
feel coming back
you
from
were still looking for a surveillance
Tommy
system,
John
right?
surgery and the rehab, which is such a grind,
Yeah.
as so many guys know, and then
I just
to be
picked
back
one up
in
today.
the major league grind right now.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
I traded
you know,
a
physically,
touchscreen.
It happens.
Dell
You know, you get
touchscreen
hurt,
computer
things
for it.
happen. But it's more the mental grind
Well,
than
nice.
anything. You know, you're waking up, you're
Traded
doing
the
the same
computer
thing every single
and
day, trying
and
to
got
get
$150
better and get back out on that
cash.
field. You know, and I was able to come back, you know,
Better
early
than
part of this
nothing.
year and get back out on the field. Unfortunately, I had a little hiccup. A little bit of a
I had the
flexor
opportunity to
thing
pick
that
up
kinda
the other
flared
one.
up, which is a common thing when
Been
I
there.
picked it up.
Okay.
I'm going to send him one.
when coming back from UCL.
Okay, cool.
You know,
Appreciate it.
Well,
it's just a
the
long
reason-
process.
the
Hopefully, this is
reason
just a small bump in the road, and I'm back to
I
being
already
who
have
I'm-
all the DVR
who I'm
stuff,
trying to be
but
and who I wanna
I'm
be.
going to put the full
Yeah.
I've heard
cameras to
just like
use.
raising a child takes a village. It takes
Okay.
a village to get a bullpen
Ten
through
four.
an entire season, and we've seen
Yeah,
some guys down here really step up. In
I was thinking
bullpen
about picking
probably
one
we weren't
up.
expecting. You know, we've seen
You know,
Grant
but
Holmes now.
No.
I mean,
throw a
right
couple
now,
times out, have
money
some
was
some
tight,
length,
so.
and then guys.
Just don't
days
worry
behind
about it
us
right
throwing,
now.
You know, big
Because
late
it's most
high leverage
likely
innings now.
I won't
How
even be
much does
paying
that
for it. I'll be
camaraderie
trading.
as
I'll
a
be trading
pin?
something else for it.
How important is that
Okay.
in the
10-4.
on-field success? Because
Yeah,
since I've been
shit,
here,
we'll stay in
That one I
contact.
think is a 6
you guys
camera.
had this bullpen really
Okay.
locked in terms of really caring about each other on and off the field.
All DVR,
Yeah,
home
I mean,
DVR
that's where
system
it
that's
starts. It starts
got the
carrying
hard drive
on and
in.
off the field. You know, it's
You
a
know, you
brotherhood
would-
down there.
you would record and then you'd
as
have
a
to go back and
group,
watch
we
your own
feel
recording.
like when we
There's
come
no
into the game, we don't want to give up a
subscription
single
crap to
run. And as a group, that's what our goal
That's the
is.
way to
Right.
work.
And we're trying to go out there and do it. Doesn't
Okay.
matter if we're pitching 1, 2,
I was
5
thinking
innings,
at some
doesn't matter.
point
We're
getting
trying to do
a
that
ring,
as a group and go out there
ring
and
door,
do what we
or
can
the ring.
to keep
Yeah, but
runs
that
from
only
going
covers
forward.
your- right there.
And,
that only
you know,
covers your
our
door.
starting pitchers have done such an amazing job.
I know.
at allowing guys
But
to
also
stay in
have
their
what
role
you're
and
talking about
stay,
as far
you
as
know,
the
comfortable
cameras
with
as
what
well.
they do, not
Yeah.
overexposing us.
You know.
And I mean, it's
So-
kind of a tip of the cap.
Then
So
you
that
can
way
have-
I've got
you
the
can
front
be
door
eyeballing
covered.
your-
that
Yeah, you can have your front
you know,
door,
the
your
bullpen
door
has been
for
given,
where your
you know,
bike,
here's your one
bike
inning, here's
and
your
stuff
one inning, here's
is.
your
Yep.
one inning, boom, there's a win.
back
Mhm.
door.
Yeah,
My
it's kind of
trailer.
a tip of the cap to the starters.
It
Yep.
really is a symbiotic relationship, right? Where the better the starters do, the better the relievers are going to do because you don't have to carry as much of the load. But this bullpen has been outstanding this year.
And it's a
as
buddy
good as
giving
it's
you
been the last
something,
few
so
years, and really
it's
been a
not
huge
costing
part
I know,
of the success
right?
this team's had. This year, this team has been
I'm not used to
top
that.
in so many
It's costing
categories.
me.
Well-
And
it's
when
costing
you
me,
think
but
about
No.
what they're able
Yeah.
to
I
do
got-
night in
my
and
aunt
night
wants
out.
to trade.
We talked about it a little
She
bit
wants
in
to
the,
trade me her
in the
system.
little,
I have a bunch
bullpen
of
demo
Blu-ray
that
movies that have
we were
sat
able to
around
film
up
the
in
other
my
day, but
closet.
you can't
for
stay locked in the
years.
entire game.
You know,
right?
I don't
gotta
do
be able to
Blu-ray
have a
movies
good
anymore.
time
We
out
don't
there.
even
And
buy
so
them because,
how do you strike that
you know,
balance between goofing
I-
around, which these guys are known
I get
for,
all my
have a great
movies
time, and then being able
from
to
my
lock it
media
in when the
server.
time calls for it?
Yeah,
Right.
so I mean, we all have our own
Well,
routines and
I
everything.
mean,
So
Wants
usually,
me-
I'm not used to
trade
it.
as good as they are. That we
Yeah,
understand that
well,
the first 3
I'm not
innings are gonna
used to
be,
that, but I know
you know,
I
probably
know
a good
Wesley
time for
did
us
a
to
big
have some good
thing for me,
conversations,
and you know,
crack some jokes. You know, we got
and
Pierce down there.
that
cracking
really
Yeah.
jokes the whole
helped out
time.
me tremendously. So
Nice, Charlie.
You know.
Out number
Charlie Morton. Hey,
3.
you want to stick around for us?
Yeah.
Talking
Whoop,
some
whoop.
Ground ball back to Charlie,
All right,
who
right back to you.
runs
We'll
over,
come
tosses
back
to
right
Matt
after
Olson,
this.
steps on the back for out number 3. We are heading to the bottom of the 3rd.
oh yeah, like I said, this waking up at 3:45 every morning is grueling.
Okay, who was it? Was it Gino? I think Gino said the other night when he stopped in, he got in after 5:30 or 6 o'clock or something. He come in. He said he'd been up
Yeah.
since like 3 o'clock and had just got off work. And he said,
Oh, yeah.
he said as soon as he came in, he had just gotten off work. So he had a hell of a long day too.
Yeah, and I've been doing it every day this week, and it's been grueling. Now, fortunate.
Think of what that
I don't
guy
have to
went
work
through,
on-
though. He's doing it, and then
Oh yeah,
happened to do it with that thumb injury that he got.
yeah, that's
gotta-
true.
man, that's got to really take it
that
out of
sucks.
you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, I wouldn't want to
Ooh.
deal with that.
Hell no, I'd rather be at home.
I'm happy I
recuperating.
have all my digits now. I come close to losing this
Yeah.
thumb. I know you guys probably can't see it, but I have a scar from here to here where it filleted,
literally my thumb was teetering back and forth, and it was just the bone in there. It cut everything all the way around, all the way to the bone, and filleted it up. It was pretty bad. Yeah. From falling, I was standing on the just inside the water on rocks fishing, and I must have stepped on one that had moss or something on it because it was slippery and it made me slip and fall. And I used my hand to catch myself, and I must have caught, you know how rock gets, it could get real jagged and sharp. I mean, it cut it wide open. Or who knows? Could have been somebody's trash for all I know that I caught my finger on.
Yeah.
All I know is I was cussing up a storm.
So
I come up out of that water, and my buddy that I was there fishing with was like,
no reliever
holy hell, man, what'd you do to your hand? I'm like, what?
Talking to a
I
couple
mean, I
guys
didn't
tonight,
even
they had
feel
a
it.
feeling that
I
Charlie
didn't
was
feel
going
it
to be
because I
out
was
there
mad for
in the seventh. One guy said
falling in the
eighth,
water.
so I don't know. Maybe got a little Nostradamus.
I looked down at my hand, and it's just
we talked
pouring
about this
blood.
bullpen
I was like,
being
oh.
goofy. They are very good.
I'm like,
and they
yeah,
take their
that
jobs
ain't good.
extremely seriously, but they like to have
So
a
we
good
wrapped
time
it up.
as well.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about
Wrapped it
pranks,
up, and
we
I threw
talk
my
about,
pole out a few more
funny guys over the
times.
course of the years.
And then
There we go.
he
Base
took
knock
me
from
home.
Lukey. Is there one guy that you think
There you
about
go,
in your
Williams
time
with a
here that is
leadoff
just
single.
The funniest
There we go.
in the bullpen.
I mean,
There we
Pierce
go.
is pretty
That's a
good.
leadoff.
He's very good.
Pierce has got some. He's
Lead
day
off
he's got a
single.
new joke, and they're all.
Now,
all
I was a
winners.
bit surprised
and,
that
he's even
they
passing
kept
it down
Luke Williams in there
generations. His
today,
kid comes in every once in
and
a
they
while,
took
and
Laureano
he'll crack
out.
a joke for us, and they're fantastic. So
Well,
Pierce is keeping
we'll
it light
see.
down there.
Hold on, I got a
think
phone call.
that,
Be right back.
Everybody down there
Yep.
is. It's got that brotherhood
Do you
mentality,
think?
so we're always picking on each other, always messing with each other, and nobody's safe from a good prank here and there.
Our guy over in the radio booth, Darren O'Day, he's got plenty over the years. I think that you learn from
thank you,
over the course
George.
of time. But
George says
you have been in
phase
a couple
2
different organizations now,
for the All-Star
been through all
voting,
different kinds of things in the
guys
baseball
and gals
world.
will start
You've probably
on Sunday.
learned so much from guys.
Sunday
is there one person that
is
you can look back and say, hey, this is a formative moment for me.
Sunday is
learning
June
what the bullpen is
30th.
like. Because you were a starter
June
early.
30th.
Yeah.
It says
I kind of had to learn how to do.
George says
how
that
to
phase
work in the
2
bullpen
All-Star
as
voting will start
an
June 30th.
independent ball, and
Sunday,
I had some coaches
June 30th.
there. But I think that overall, a person I
If you
leaned
want
on,
to vote,
especially when
you
I
need
was
to go
younger,
to
was Michael McHenry,
MLB.com/.
who I don't know.
All-Star.
He's with the Pittsburgh Pirates. He does stuff with them.
All-Star vote.
In their media, but he.
Laney, you
he
remember
was
what it was?
my
Is it
catcher when I was
All-Star
coming up,
vote
and
or
he was-
All-Star?
He helped me so much.
It's like
he just
all
taught
dash
me the ways
stars or
how to be a
something,
big
All-Star?
leaguer. I think it was the first thing, and then. He gave me the skills, kind of just how do I adapt to being a bullpen pitcher as opposed to being a starter.
If you go to
And I just kinda
MLB.com,
What
you
they
look
love
around
to
right
read
there on the
this
Atlanta
homepage,
Braves
you
team
won't
has
miss
it.
it. Their
They
catching core, not
normally
just
every
the two
day
guys
they
on the
have
field, Murph
an article up there
and,
about the voting.
Murph and Travie, but the guys behind the scenes, the Salfasanos of the world, the
I'll
guys who
look
help
here after
kind of
when we go
form
to
what the
commercial
philosophy of this
break
pitching
again, I'll
staff
look
is.
for
To
sure
have
for
them,
you.
especially like thinking about Travie through these years,
Well,
how
I
he knows
am
each of the
back.
pitchers, how much of an
right.
asset is that as a bullpen and as a starting staff and a bullpen to have
I
those
just
guys
got some
rely
bad
on them
news.
daily?
Yeah, so I mean they're getting force fed a lot
bad
of
news.
information.
Yeah.
They are
Yeah,
getting so
my
many charts and so many
ex-neighbor
pages
that
of
used to live
information
across the
on
street from
opposing
me
team.
that moved away for
And
6
what they're doing
years.
is they're filtering.
you told me
through
they
what
moved
is
back
going
to
to
town.
work, one, and
Yeah,
two, what
I
does
just
my
got the
pitcher
call
need to
from
know
one of
so
his
that he's not
sons
getting overwhelmed,
just
but he
now
also
that
feels
he passed away
informed.
yesterday.
And our catchers and
that's
Sal
too bad, man.
and
Sorry about
the whole
that.
team that
For-
does that
for-
is doing a
Yeah,
fantastic
from
job. And
brain
obviously
cancer,
it's
he was a
showing
good guy.
it's
I've known
paying
him
off, and
for
our pitchers
15,
are having
16
a
years.
fantastic year so far.
Yeah, we see right
that
here. This
that
is something that
man
you
sat
see
there and
every
busted
day
his
in the Braves
butt
dugout. You
for
see
all three of his
Trav,
boys
usually, and Murph
being
working
out on the
together with
road.
Sal, having a chit chat.
Long
with
hours.
Murph
So was he a
and,
truck driver?
You know,
Charlie
make-
down at the end, just saying, hey,
Yeah,
what
he
are we
was
working
a
on?
truck
Who's coming
driver.
up?
He
Making sure that
worked for
everybody is
Penske
as
Trucking.
prepared as possible.
And
Couple runners on here. This is
he
huge to
he
see for the
put in
Braves right
some
now.
long
Talked about
hours
getting on the
for
board early, which we got
you
from
know
Riley.
for his
Getting a couple
paycheck,
base runners.
take
Not
care of his
Believe me,
three
I know what
boys.
it's like. My
hits with
stepdad
runners
was a
in
truck,
scoring position.
coach
Just break this
truck
thing
driver.
open, huh? Rally
50
perch,
plus
here we go.
years he drove.
Rally perch, here we go.
Mhm.
I love to see Ozzy.
He'd be gone
you know,
for a
hit
month and a
right-handed
half
too.
at
You
a
know,
time,
he's
sometimes 2 months.
unbelievable hitter right-handed. So let's
Yep.
hope he can get one in right here.
He
We talk
home,
about
he come
right-handed
home
hitting
for a
Ozzy,
week
how
and then be
good he
gone
is.
again.
There's nobody better in baseball.
Oh,
than
yeah.
Lefty.
And,
I know what it's like.
had to
And I
face
got
him
to
in
go with
2020 when we were
when it
doing
comes to
the
summers.
spring training 2.0.
I got to ride in the
And,
truck with him,
yeah,
so,
and
yeah,
as a lefty, I had to face him
It's
right-handed.
certainly a life
and,
that you got.
The very
gotta-
first pitch, I tell him all the time that when I came set,
It's a life you got to enjoy to be able to
my
do
leg, I
something
look
like
towards
that.
home plate, And with
You're
his
away
weird,
from your family
unorthodox stance,
and whatnot.
his leg looks like it goes over the plate. So when I first,
our condolences
I'm
go
here,
out.
I just don't want to hurt anybody, kind of
Ron,
thing.
if you wanna give his
I
name,
see
his
his
and
leg
everything.
over the plate, and I'm like, oh boy,
Give
this
our
is where
condolences
Yeah, his name was Fred.
I can't be hitting Ozzy in the leg.
Yeah,
so I
his name was
purposely just,
Fred.
like,
He was
let
a
it
good
go.
guy.
Purposely missed
Yeah,
way
he was
outside,
willing to
and
give
I'm
the
like,
shirt off
dude,
his back
what are you
to
doing?
help
Stay
you.
back
He's
there.
helped me over the years. I've helped him. Sold him
Hold for
3
two
cars.
right there.
Well,
Yeah, it really does look
sold
like
him
when you
2
see
trucks,
Ozzy swing
and
the
then
bat
turned
in
around and
slow-mo, when
sold
he lifts that leg,
my
you
mom's
really
van
do
to
not
his
get a
middle
good
son who
view of the
needed a
plate. The guy's just
minivan.
like, oh, I'll be able to put this ball
So
inside, a
I'm
little cutter
pretty
here.
much part of
He
the
says,
family
no,
with
I'm
him.
gonna
And
take that 39
after
drive
I
this thing
found that
over the
out,
field.
dude, it's rough, man.
Now there is a
I
fine
went over there
line
last
between
week and I
routine,
talked to
which,
his
let's
middle
be honest,
son,
all bullpen
and
guys
he
need a
said his
solid,
dad wasn't
good,
doing
everyday
great. He was
routine.
in
'Cause
the
you're in there every day for the
hospital,
most
and
part. But there is a fine line
his
between
kidneys
routine
were
and
starting to
superstition.
fail. He didn't want to
Now,
eat, so
routine
it's
or
just a
ritual?
matter of time.
Routine or
So
ritual? This
they
is
just
much
called
better.
me
Now,
and
we
told me
we
the
talk about rituals. Do you
bad
have some
news.
rituals
So
that are just
it's
a
unfortunate,
thing
man.
for
He
you, whether
he
you're
was
in the bullpen,
he would be
pregame
sorely
in the
missed, and
clubhouse, or something
he
that
was
gets
gone
you
too soon.
prepared to go out
He was
there and work
only,
out.
I think,
Yeah, so
54,
I like,
55.
again, I like, guys
So-
being on a routine. The ritual.
He was
kind
still
of
young.
goes with,
Everybody,
if I
let's
don't do this,
give our
I'm not
thoughts
going to
and
do
prayers
good.
out
Which
to Fred
in the
and his
bullpen,
family
you could be
and his
called on
friends.
in the second pitch of the game,
Our
or you can be
condolences.
called on in the extra inning. So
Yeah.
you got to be ready for any pitch.
It sucks to
anytime.
see anybody,
So
any
if you're gonna have
loved
something
one
where I got to do a
lost.
whole long list of things,
But, hey,
okay, a ritual
say
to
he's
have
in a better
success,
place now.
Probably
No
not
more
going to be very
pain.
successful. Now, we want to be prepared
Yeah.
with a.
It's
All right, so here we go.
unfortunate.
Bottom of the
that we can
third,
go
guys.
on
We
the field
have
and feel like we're
bases
physically
loaded
at
with
our best.
Marcell
So,
Ozuna up
for
the
me,
bat.
I got a whole
No
protein
outs.
stretching, a whole bunch of
That's gonna
weighted
be
ball
strike
throwing,
one.
and yeah, I got to kind of down to
Marcell with a
a
303 batting average on the season, a 955 OPS.
My ritual was a coffee
21
in the
home
first inning,
runs.
and I want to call
And
it
I'm
was
not sure where he's
borderline
at with
ritual
these-
or
with these
routine, but
ribbies.
I needed
Last
that
I knew,
coffee
he's
coming
like up
about
around
7:20. I knew it was about that time.
Something
That's a
like
fine,
that,
I think
yeah.
that's a fine ritual thing.
That's
to have.
fine. Now, do you have?
I
do
can
you have
check
Pretty sure
real
you'll get your
quick.
coffee in with
Yeah,
the first inning.
64 ribbies.
Last
All
year,
right,
I
thank
felt
you.
like we were
Thank you
scoring
for that
within the first 10
clarification.
pitches of the game. So it was like, oh,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
I'm gonna get a solid. Well, coffee in the first. We're gonna score a run in the bottom. It was a nice formula for.
That's
a win.
right. Let's go, Big
Do
Bear.
you have any snacks or
Grand slam, baby. Come on.
every day?
Yep.
I
Dynamic
I
duo
just remember-
back together again. Fat Man
Cokes
and
from
Ruben.
Mexico that are like
Yes,
specialists.
sir.
in the back, and I go
Just
back and take
remember,
one of those.
Thanks, Calvin.
Just
We appreciate it.
Yep, a little bit of sugar, a little
Marcell
bit of
Ozuna's got a
caffeine, nothing crazy.
366
I do Red Bulls, and
average
I'm just too jittery.
with
too wired.
5 grand
Coffee
slams
gets me a
in
little
his
bit too
career
jittery this time of night. So just like a half of a Coke gets me going.
with
and,
bases loaded. So,
Yeah, just.
or
just
excuse me, 7
energizes me
grand
through the rest of
slams.
the game.
I have
in his
a
career.
decent story about trying to take a.
He's
a
got
Red Bull before.
131 at bats.
While
Career
I
with
was
bases
pitching.
loaded.
I was still a bullpen
131
when I
at
was a starter
bats.
back in the day, and they were like, "Why don't you just take a Red Bull?"
366
It's a morning
average,
game, I'm throwing a
7
bullpen at
grand
10:30 in
slams
the
out of
morning,
all
nobody's
them.
awake.
This
So
season, he's
I
2 for
pound
5.
one, go out there.
5
I am
RBI.
sweating. I am jittery. I'm all over the place, and our catching our catching guy stands in. He's like, "All right, we're gonna make a pitch here."
Now, that's
And
not
I
a
let
grand
him
slam that
drill
he
him
hit,
right
though,
between
is
the
it?
shoulders. I mean, I squared him up.
I don't
dropped
believe
him
he's
to
hit
his
any
knees. I
grand
thought,
slams
this
this
might be
season,
the
has
last
he?
time I drink a Red Bull before.
No, he has not hit no
Yeah,
grand
some guys do
slams.
It just
never
must
been-
mean that
got
when
too
bases
jittery,
were
too
loaded,
3-run
he-
homers.
too amped up.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hit
That was,
a couple
our
3-run
friend-
homers,
our
yes.
friend and former or current, I'm not sure, Braves farmhand coach Craig Bjornson.
Come on, Big Bear.
CB.
Really?
You tell him about
Two
it.
and
Yeah,
two
send him
count?
over a nice care package after that.
Nice.
Couldn't ask for a better guy at the plate right here. Got to be a lock for the All-Star game, right?
I think so.
Down
we gotta
and
get out
dirty,
there and
ball
vote for
3.
him. I
Count
think
is
he should
full.
He's been unbelievable. I think he's in the running for a Triple Crown right now. Again, that's early, but he has been on fire. He's been carrying this team offensively, and he's been showing us, how to go about your daily business and swing the bat.
Just a daily in the clubhouse and on the field. Just so consistent.
That's going to be a base hit. That's going to bring at least 2
Oh!
home.
What? No, break 3 home, baby. He's rounding third. Home.
There, folks, is your
That's a
star.
clearing bases double by Big Bear. Braves lead at 4-0,
RBI
baby.
double.
There we go.
Bases clearing double, baby.
That's the way to go.
Woo! That's the way we do it.
Now, that's what happens when they get rest.
Yes,
We don't know
sir.
how exactly long the leash is going to be on Martín Pérez here, coming back from an injury. You understand this.
Beautiful
You know
play by
how many pitches
Marcellus
he's gonna get.
Ozuna.
when you start thinking about a game like this.
We're sorry,
where
Marcel was doing us.
a couple runs are scored.
Not
and
Marcellus.
Those guys in that Pittsburgh bullpen right now, are they all starting to move around a little
Although
bit? Starting to think,
he,
"Hey, this phone could ring
you
any
never know,
second."
his name could be
Yeah,
Marcellus.
I mean, I'm sure that they've talked about it before the game. What
And,
his
you know,
pitch
shorten
is
to
gonna be,
Marcel.
what his allowed work
Yeah.
is going to be. You know, if
That's
it
gonna be
starts
foul
to
ball
range
from
up,
Matt
big
Olson
bear.
on the
if it's,
first swing.
he's cruising, they might extend it a little bit, but those guys are going to start moving around here pretty soon. And
Oh, sorry about the
they got a
yawns.
young guy
Boy,
going
I got
tomorrow.
I
You
got
those
rested
guys are
up and
thinking,
every-
again,
just today
he's
it's
a
been
very
a really
talented
good,
young
nice
guy,
day
but
for
you
me.
kind of got to keep that long.
Well, that's good.
The long reliever in case that young
been
guy
able to move around nicely. That's going to be base hit. That's going to bring another one
Oh,
home.
base hit!
Here comes Big
Here
Bear.
comes Marcel! Save! At home!
Score!
Score, baby! 5-0, baby.
You want to keep at least one long guy available.
That's the way you get her done.
Here in the
Yeah,
third
Fat
inning,
Man Dance.
you don't want to
Fat Man Dance.
burn your long guy the first game of the series against such an amazing.
Unfortunately,
powerful offense that the
Fat Man's dynamic duo Ruben is not up above me today. He's just on the point.
No. I'm just behind the boys tonight, everybody. Sorry, I look like
driving the ball the opposite
like
field.
hideous,
That's the Matt we know,
you know,
we've seen, and we love.
you
And
name
he's
it.
doing
So
that. Then
I've
those balls
elected to
start travel a
sit
little
behind the
bit
scenes, but I'm watching the game with y'all and giving you some,
Oh, we
you know,
haven't been home for so
play-by-play as
long,
well.
man.
I know
Riley up to the dish. He's been
I've
swinging
been
that so
I've been
much
putting
better,
in the
too.
hours this
You know,
week,
I'm
so
curious when I'm thinking
No,
about
well,
how to
yeah,
go
I
about
guess
a
you haven't
game
been home
like
either.
this.
I
I'm
was
thinking
saying
about Charlie
the
Morton.
team,
It's
we
a
haven't
long
been home
inning.
for so long.
He's had a
Nice
couple
having
Oh,
shots
yeah,
that
with-
ball well so far.
I know.
I'd love to
It's
get
glad-
Tom and-
glad to see
Tom
the
and
Braves
BG's
back at
opinion
home.
here. Tom, when you're
Especially in the red
talking about a
jerseys,
guy
too.
like Charlie, who knows himself so well, and a long inning
Oh,
like
yeah.
this, what are you doing in the
I didn't wear
dugout?
mine tonight.
Well, I mean, listen to you guys
What?
talk.
I still got the
you know,
hat.
you're talking about rituals versus
Yeah.
routines.
I
right?
wasn't
I
there
mean, I
last
think
night.
At least for starting pitchers,
I wasn't
we have a
streaming
little bit more of a ritual
So
as it relates to in-game and between innings.
we have
I
lost 2
promise
games,
you,
but
whatever
we've
Charlie's
won more
ritual
games
is
than we've
probably
lost
a little bit
since
out
I
of whack
started
at
wearing the
moment.
hat.
So if I'm him, I'm up walking around a little bit. I'm going upstairs, maybe keeping the legs moving. Might even go in the cage, play catch a little bit because
Ah,
these are the
sorry
innings that
again.
they're a little bit tough to go back out there. You know, you on the one hand you love
Here we go,
a lead and you love a
Austin
cushion
Riley
and
with
love things to
the
work with.
solo
but on the
blast
other hand,
earlier.
you kind of like that rhythm of going out
Up
there
bat,
and getting
3-1
out there
count,
pretty
no outs.
quickly and getting
Runner
back
on
after.
first,
So
bottom of the third.
I'm sure Charlie right now is
5-0
moving around a little bit and trying to keep his
Pittsburgh
body
Pirates.
loose and keep things going.
Looks like Judge has hit his 30th homer of the season. That's going to be a double
Could be
play. No! No!
Oh!
No!
Oh,
No!
he's safe, buddy.
That's
He's
right.
safe.
Come
Tom,
on,
we were back at
let's
Turner
see a
Field. I
review.
don't think we had the luxury of having the air conditioning.
They want a
in the
review,
dugout.
I think.
Am I correct in
I think
saying
that's what
that?
this means.
Yes.
We didn't- you know what? I think we
They are
saw
going to
maybe
review.
tail end.
They are going to
it was
review.
more-
Boom!
Yeah,
On!
turn
Ball
back.
way out!
it
Oh,
was more,
get your
Yeah,
glasses
the ball-
changed,
cold
Paul!
weather stuff. We had the heaters and things
Yes.
like that. If you
What
needed
kind of
it,
call
but,
is that? That ball was 2 feet away from his glove when he stepped on the bag.
Exactly.
How could that ump make that bad of a
In
call?
Atlanta, you're hitting and running the bases too.
Must
We
be a-
just
must
talked
be
The
one
about
ump needs
Angel-
glasses.
the gap. I mean, you're running all over the
Must
bases when
be-
you're pitching.
must be
so,
relation
you know,
Angel
you had probably
Hernandez.
some oxygen tank at the end of the day.
Listen, I can tell you there was
Must be
The
his
ump
brother
needs
or
glasses,
something.
Bubba.
question, but there was more than a few Sunday afternoon games in July and August.
Find that ump! How do you make a call that bad? 2 feet away from the glove the ball was when he stepped on the bag, and he calls him out?
Crazy. He wouldn't let you run it on
Yeah.
the line. So, but that was, that was always hard to kind of get used to that part of it, but there was good problems to have.
Told ya,
I was never
I seen
fortunate
it.
enough for anybody to have to yell.
Yeah, I
Stepped on
seen
the
it
bag.
too.
I stepped on the bag. You can still see the ball coming in. I mean, how the hell
we
did
talked
you
about
get
this a
that
little
wrong?
bit in our podcast that we were doing.
Garbage
But
jumps
you
like that need
you
to be
got some-
fined.
You got some big league.
They need to
pop.
be fined.
I appreciate
Take
you
some of their
saying
money.
that.
Maybe they'll
Probably
try
more
harder
luck than
getting the
anything,
calls right.
But yeah, I've got a couple doubles. Not quite what
2
Tom's
feet
got,
away
you know.
from the glove,
Just a
the
couple
ball
years
was.
of starting, was able to get up there and get
Mhm.
a few plate appearances. But yeah, it was great. I was a starting
That's
pitcher
like this-
for our bench coach.
this
Matt
home
Wall,
plate ump.
And
He's been
you know,
he's
if I
been
ever
giving
need
the
anybody
Pirates
to
strikes
say, hey, I actually can.
with the ball
hit, you know, I
being
just call on Wall, and he's
5-6
yeah,
inches
actually
off
you
to the
can
left
do
of
a
the
pretty good job with the
left of the
with
corner.
wood. So yeah, I enjoyed
way
hitting.
outside the corner. Has
It was
been
a
giving them
fun time.
strikes.
That'll do it.
We've got
That'll
video
be
to
out
prove
number
it.
2.
And in Colorado, I can tell you from personal experience as well, it's not a fun place to be running the bases while you're trying
But
to
the
go out
runner
there.
advances in second,
6-7
so
innings.
we now
That's
have a
very
runner
true.
in scoring
You get
position.
winded very easily, and
2
the
outs, bottom of the
recovery.
3rd.
You know, you were talking about recovery, Tom.
Got,
I mean, doing it up at
Need to smoke a
I don't know,
Doobie
whatever it is,
Duval coming off the
5,000+
bat.
feet. It's not the easiest thing up there either.
I do have a question about running in. Now, the run in from the bullpen is a big deal. Now, are you a fast jog, a slow, like I call it a show jog in from the bullpen, or would you, if it was available, take a
Smoke
card?
that doobie so you can hit
I would
that
take
ball
a card
doobie.
if I could.
Smoke that doobie.
I
Smoke
think
that doobie.
The pitch clock more than anything. I want to get out there as fast as I possibly can. So if the
Hey,
if
what's
the
up,
cart's
Crazy
the way to
Man
do
Dude?
it, or if running in there, I mean, obviously I don't want to
Crazy Man Dude,
exhaust myself
sorry.
running out there, but I want to get out
Welcome
there. I
in,
want
my
to be comfortable.
friend.
A lot of times the mound needs to be fixed here and there, and
I don't
you're
think
only
I've
getting
ever
about
seen
3 or
you
4 warm-up
in the
pitches,
stream before,
you
so
know,
welcome
you got to
in.
be 100% ready
Appreciate
to go.
you coming
by the
by.
time
Hey,
you
if
come
you haven't
into the
done
game.
so yet,
I
guys,
wanna
go.
get as much time on
Oh,
that game now.
that's going to be base hit.
Oh, swung on.
Down the line there from
Yes, sir. Here comes Riley.
Yo! Here, and it's so good to
That's
see
gonna be
the
6-0,
playing
baby.
at home. Tom, you and BG both
That
talked
is an
about this
RBI
team
double
when they
for
get home.
Doobie.
It really is a different club, isn't
I
it?
think he
He's
took my
smoking
advice,
that
went to
doobie.
dugout. Yeah, that's right. He
You
went in
wanted
the
that way,
dugout and
right? I mean,
smoked
you
the
got to take
doobie.
care of your home turf, and this team has been really good over the years here at Truist Park. And you know, listen,
D, how we scored?
You try to be fun on the road and take care of business at home.
We
Well, we
had
started
runners
out
on
with
first,
Austin
second, and
Riley.
third.
At home, and they've been a lot
Well, we
better
had
than that,
we
over the
started
last
off
few
with
seasons
Austin Riley
on
hitting
the
a solo
road as
home
well.
run.
So, yeah, there's
Yep.
something about this team in this
And then
ballpark that,
Marcelo Zuna had a bases
you know, it
clearing.
kind of gets things going for
3-run
him a little bit, and this is
double.
3-run double.
And then
So I have a question for Tyler.
Go ahead.
So
I'll tell you.
I'm
what
confused
was
now.
the adjustment for you going from a starter
And
to
then
a
Matt
reliever,
Olson hits a
where you had
RBI
that long
single
routine
that
as a
scored
starter,
Marcelo
and then you had
Zuna
to be
home,
ready as
made
a
it
reliever in,
5-0.
eight
Okay.
pitches.
Okay.
And then
Thank you.
Adam Duvall just doubled
It did
to
take
the
a
left,
while.
Right,
Obviously,
Marcelo.
mentally,
left field.
For me, I was like you
And
said,
brought,
I was such a ritual
Austin
based
Riley
guy. I was like,
scores.
I need to
Austin
do
Riley,
this
yeah.
at this
So it made it
exact
6-0.
time, and then, you know, I got
Break
on the
it.
mound exactly at this time, and all
And
this
we-
stuff when I was starting.
Yeah,
when I
and
transitioned to the
that-
pen, I
that pretty
realized
much
that all of
is
that
your
stuff
score
was just
right now there,
to
D.
get physically ready. And I
Unfortunately,
needed
I'm not
to,
on camera tonight there,
kind of
D.
just
I've had a
drop
long work week.
Tyler,
I'm
thank you
still got to
so
go
much
to work
for being
tomorrow
up
for
here.
about 6 hours.
We are privileged to have you.
I'm
up here.
already
Wish you
at
the best of luck.
56
Get back
hours,
out
so
and safe
I'm
and
pulling them.
soon, and we'll see
The
you out
long,
there.
Appreciate
the
it.
long,
Time, man.
crazy shifts this week at work as well.
Make
So
sure you get to bed. Make sure you get to bed so you're
Yep.
not driving while you're tired.
oh
Safe on your
man,
drive there. Be safe on your drive home.
oh yeah,
To a
no
purple
doubt,
paint.
man. And I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the weekend after I get off work tomorrow, say around 12, 1 o'clock. I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of the weekend. So
Well, if you want
I-
to stream tomorrow, speak up. Let me know.
Okay.
Be nice if you want one. It'd be nice if you could say, "Yeah, I'll take one now."
I'll
There's,
probably do one Sunday. How about that?
Sunday. All right. So
Yep.
I'm not sure what time Sundays. Normally Sunday games are the earlier games.
I will find out here real quick.
Yeah, go ahead and look. Because
Well,
tomorrow night's a 6 o'clock game again, just like tonight, I believe.
Yeah. Sunday is at 11:35 Eastern, 10:35 Central. So it's going to be a
But no-
really early game Sunday. Sunday is at 11:35 a.m. Eastern. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's way early. 10:35 Central. Wow.
Yep. And Spencer Schwallenbach is pitching for Atlanta Sunday against Faulkner for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So, yeah, I'll probably do that game.
All right, so you want Sundays? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take Sunday, and I'll go ahead and get things done tomorrow when I get home, after I get home
Yeah.
from work.
That'll work. That's nice because then it gives me time that I can schedule into my community page as well. Now,
Yeah, 10-4.
You want co-host or what?
If you want to get up, I'm more than
Of course.
happy to.
Of course. Are you talking Crazy Man Dude's channel there, Kenneth? Yeah, shoot us a link. right, so we are back.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, yeah, he's
got O'Neill Cruz 0 for 1 today, grounded out
leading
into
6-0. You're okay with
You're
that?
okay with that.
A fielder's
you do
choice
like
in the
that
first.
side of it, but you do want to kind of get back
swing
into
and a
your
miss.
rhythm as quickly as you
Strike
can.
2,
And
1 and 2 to count.
so far off to a good start here with a 1-2 count.
All right, buddy.
He walked
Well,
a batter, he hit a batter. Outside
I'm
of
sure
that,
I'll talk to you
nothing. No
sometime
hits
tomorrow.
for the Pirates so far.
Yes, sir. I think I'm going to go ahead and cut out. I've got a long work week, so I'm going to cut out on out of here. Go Braves. Good luck, everybody. We'll catch you Sunday. Well, I'll probably be on my computer at some point tomorrow afternoon.
One of the many things.
And then I'll get the game scheduled up for Sunday, and then I'll see you all Sunday on the
yeah, because
stream.
remember, the sooner you can schedule that for me, then I can get my stuff done that I don't have to worry about it.
Oh, that is
10-4. We'll catch y'all tomorrow, everybody.
All
right, guys.
I got the emojis. I'll send them. I'll send them onto the
showed him a fastball
board.
Came back
It'll
with
be
the
there.
Okay,
on the
10-4.
board for you tomorrow.
I mean,
Okay, 10-4. I'll get them as soon as I get home tomorrow. All right, see y'all later. See you, David, George. Yep, D, Laney, Crazy Man Dude,
just tip your hat, but
George, Tim,
sharp.
Nathaniel,
21
everybody. Y'all have a good night. We'll catch y'all Sunday on the stream. Peace out, everybody.
Now he's got an 0-1 here.
Peace out, Maverick. There you have him. Everybody, that was Maverick from Maverick Sports.
Charlie trying to beat
check
the
out his
Pirates.
channel by heading on over to
full circuit for him, beating all 30
YouTube.com/@
major league teams. I was curious, Tom,
Maverick Sports,
who you did not beat in your career. Of course, things have changed with interleague play. Over to Duvall, and he's got it 2 away.
Well, has it for out number 2.
No, and that's what surprised me. You didn't face Texas, the Angels, or Cleveland.
All right,
now,
everybody.
Cleveland
Kenneth has another small-time
memorable
streamer.
Year. But yeah, 3 teams that you never
he
faced.
thinks
I think I went to
use
Anaheim one time. Did not pitch
you know how
there.
we all feel about helping other
Texas,
streamers,
same thing. I think
with
I
their
went
goals
there.
and being a part of the
I think I pitched in
community.
Texas.
I'll be heading on over to the link that
I
he's
went
given us
very
during the next intermission.
So
you're saying I was providing
like
faulty
to-
information?
I'd like to ask you if you'd like to join us for Plan HBS raid.
I don't know.
More than welcome.
But I
to come
feel
on
like
over.
I pitched there, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I just threw a bullpen.
What we
there.
ask is if
I know I
if
was
you
in the
don't mind
on the mound in
subscribing to the
bullpen,
channel and
maybe I
dropping
didn't
a
pitch
like.
there.
If
Our
you don't want to
hardworking
subscribe,
crew is
that's
on
on
it.
you.
All right, see ya.
Hopefully you'll be
He's
able to
got
drop
it.
a like at least
And
to
Charlie Morton has
help
an easy
support the
breezy
smaller
1,
streamer.
2, 3.
All right, so that's it. That's out number 3. I'll see you over to Matt Olson, who stepped on the bag for out 3. So if you'd like to, the link is in the channel. There you go, my friend. We have just subscribed. I was his 457th subscriber, so he definitely is a smaller subscriber, a smaller streamer, guys and gals. So he can, I'm glad to be able to help.
Truist against the Pirates
So
going
we're
back
back
to
at Truist Park.
2019. Absolute domination.
Yeah, and no
Well,
surprise there. That was
appreciate
one of my 4 keys
So
tonight.
that's
This
2
team
Rays
has
in
been
a street?
beaten
Jesus
up by
Christ,
the Braves
bro.
here at Truist. So Sometimes it's, the right team at the right time.
Okay.
Braves needed to get on track.
What is going on in this street? This is not even
so
announced,
far, right
bro.
team.
I mean, I
Since
just said
Truist
on
Open,
Monday, but I didn't
2017,
put like a notification.
Pittsburgh has never won a series here.
Shit, bro.
Braves will try to continue that here in this 3-game set to start this 9-game homestand.
I mean, this is the
Williams
second
had
time
a
that it's
single in
been
the
blown
third
up,
inning.
man. We saw
This
wrong.
one will not hit the outfield grass.
Raw
It's into the
blew up
mitt
like
of
shit,
Gonzalez.
man.
And Brandon, I sit correct.
All right, well, there you have it, my friend.
The Texas Rangers.
I'm just
Hope he
really
enjoys.
offended that you question my research,
Keep up the
Tom.
good work.
I know,
There,
but
Chris.
sometimes you think
Looks like
you just don't.
he's going to be doing
So-
a watch along and reaction.
But I know I threw a bullpen there. That much I
SmackDown,
know. So maybe that's what it was.
6/28/24.
Yeah, I don't have that information.
Right,
I
I
That is
understand.
tonight.
Yep. Nor should you.
But things changed. 97 interleague play came into play, so had it been in play your entire career, you would have all 30, I'm sure, marked off the list.
Pretty good chance.
All right. Thank you for everybody that came over. David and Kenneth, thank you very much.
But speaking of this homestand,
All
you
the
get
people that have
3
come
with
and
the
helped
Pirates,
me
3 with the Giants, and then 3
throughout
big
my
ones with
journey
the
to
Phillies.
1,000.
This is,
You know,
look, there's still a long
been
way
great,
to
and
go.
I
We
just
get it.
want to
Braves not
return
to the
that
halfway point
favor
yet. That'll
as
be
much
after
as I
tomorrow's
can
game. But this
possibly.
feels like a pretty big homestand right here.
All right, so
Well,
let's
it
get
is.
back
Look
to
at,
our game.
Okay,
so we got
last homestand,
Martin
you go
Perez.
5-1, right? Then you have this
for
last
pitching
road
for the
trip
Pirates.
where,
We got Jerry Kelnick at bat.
listen, it did not, certainly did
Kelnick
not
with a
end
foul
the
ball.
way you thought
That's
it was
1-1
going
count,
to,
1-2
the way it
count.
started. I mean, you go into Yankee
Kelnick
Stadium and
0
take
for
2 out
1
of 3
tonight
from
with a
arguably
277 average.
one of, if not the best teams in baseball, right? And then
8
you
homers on the season
go into
for
St.
him.
Louis and what
We
is it?
got
We scored
Ozzie
4
Albies on
runs in the
deck.
second inning of that
And
doubleheader.
Big Barcelo Zuna.
And then you scored 3 runs in your next 25
Big
innings
Bear
on a road
Barcelo
trip.
Zuna
So,
will be batting
things
third in the
stalled,
hole.
obviously.
And
All
Kelnick
right, that's going to be
close
base.
at first,
Oh,
but
that's
Perez
close.
covers, and there are 2 away.
The
But
same
again, I
ump that
think we're all
called it
kinda
out
waiting
before was wrong. Let's
for
get a
this
look at
offense
this.
to kind of kick it in gear and kind of really. And I'm not
Ah,
saying do
Money
what they
Mike
did last
sitting on
year,
the
because I've
bench.
said it so many times. It's unfair to expect them to do what they did last year. It was historic. But I think we're all expecting a little bit more consistency, right? And I think that's
Yes.
been the hard part. It's just kind of been
All
up
right,
and
no
down,
call
right?
on that, so that's going to stand. Out
Scored
number 2,
1 run
Ozzie
or
Albies
less
at the plate.
13 times already this
Check
year. They
swing.
only did it 12 times all of last
And the
year.
same
so
ump that
that's-
screwed up
I think
the
that's the
call
kind of thing that gets us all
says
a
he
little
swung.
bit frustrated.
I'd like to see that in
And
a
you
replay.
want to see him take off a
Because it
little
certainly
bit.
looked
So
like he
I
checked
think
his
this
swing.
homestand, to your point, is an important one for that one. Not only because it's the last longest one of the season, but I think it's an opportunity, knowing how well they play here, to really get things back on track.
It'll be ball 1, so 1 and 1
Brian
for
Stinker
Ozzie.
certainly
Ozzie's
has to
1
like
for
what
2
he has seen
tonight.
so far. The
Singled
Braves
in
sent
the
9 to
third,
the plate in the third
253
inning,
average,
scored
6
those
home
5
runs,
runs.
38 ribbies with a 708 OPS on the season.
So maybe
Swinging a
that's
miss
all
for
that
strike 2.
the Braves need. Just get
got
back
2
home for
outs.
9, then they will
Bottom of
go
the fourth.
west to
The
Phoenix
Braves
to play the
leading
Diamondbacks,
6 to
and then
nothing.
out to San Diego
over
to
the
take on the
Pittsburgh
Padres, and then all of a
Pirates.
sudden the All-Star break is here.
Cool.
Now, when the
Did he even
Phillies
read
come to
his
town,
chat?
though,
I
the
mean, I
news there
couldn't-
is
I
that
couldn't
they will
tell.
be without Bryce Harper and Kyle
I-
Schwarber.
it
Both
didn't
just
seem
went
like
on
he
a
was too
10-day IL. They will miss
excited.
that entire series.
Yeah, so I mean, listen, that's certainly in the Braves' favor as well. So, like we talk about a lot, sometimes it's just catching a team at the right time. I know Snit talks about that all the time. And it's true. You play this game, you play this season, and you look at teams, and sometimes you get lucky and catch a good team at the right time, where either guys are hurt or they're not playing well, and that can go a long way.
Here we have it, 2-2 in the count.
Perez 2-2 to Ozzie, and
That's
Ozzie's
going to be a
keep
base
this
hit
going.
out to right.
The only
He's
question
going to
will
get
be
up
a
there to
single
the
or a
track.
double. He will pump
He's
the
going to
brakes.
stop
Oh,
at
now he's gonna
first.
go for second. What a play!
Wow!
He ran
Ozzie
perfectly.
steals second.
Olivares made the mistake of throwing it to first.
Oh, the outfielder made the mistake, threw it to first, and Ozzie took off running for second. That is going to be a double. All right.
Yeah, a little veteran gamesmanship right there by Ozzie.
As soon as Ozzie seen him winding up to throw to first, he took off like a jackrabbit and made it without a problem. There he slows up, Sees that the outfielder's going to throw to first and
with
just
some great
takes
base
off.
running, and now here is
2 outs,
Marcell
runner on
Ozuna,
second.
who had the bases clearing
Ball
double
one for
last
Marcell
inning that
Ozuna.
scored 3.
Oh yeah, you want to put it up? It hasn't really been glitching out, but
Also, too, though, all of a sudden
I
in the
forgot to
division,
change
the
mine to
Mets
Truist.
have
Yeah,
won
go ahead and put it
15
up.
of 19.
Yeah, they've been on
you're not
fire.
good.
So they've worked their way
We all
back into
worry
play
about
ever since
coming
Grimace
through.
threw out the first pitch at Citi Field. That's the turning point.
Was it that or when the guy threw his glove into the stand?
Well, that too.
I forget who that was, but
Yeah, I think that predated it. They were still struggling a little bit. Grimace goes out there, the McDonald's mascot, throws out the first pitch, and all of a sudden they turned it around. Ooh, boy, that looked like another ball. But again,
yep,
Vanover, yeah, he's called it, Larry Vanover.
All right, so we're 2-1 in the count.
And now 2 balls
Foul
and
ball.
2 strikes to Ozuna.
So the count will be even at 2.
yeah, I
Thank you
gotta
for
believe
those
this
that are
will be
stopping
Perez's
in.
last
Hey,
inning,
everybody.
if not last
Welcome
hitter.
into the channel. If you're just stopping, and
We talked about hasn't pitched in a
Braves are
month. He's up
currently
to 90
leading
pitches
6-0
now.
in the bottom of the 4th. 2 outs. Runner on second. And Marcell
And he's only
Ozuna up
hit
to
100
bat with a
pitches
2-2
one time
count.
this year when he
Marcell
was
is 1
healthy.
for 1 on the day with a bases clearing triple. Bases clearing double.
Well, his 91st pitch is at 91 miles an hour, and it runs the count full.
Yeah, and I think you see this a lot with guys coming off of the IL, and you know, even though they've had a rehab start or 2, most of the time guys are going to be a little bit rusty.
Well, he does get Ozuna on the curveball, and that will end the 4th inning, but the Braves still enjoying a 6-0 lead.
So Marcell Ozuna goes down swinging. That'll be out number 3, so that ends the 4th. So that just came up with a commercial. Maybe I should have turned it on for you guys. I don't know if they mean I better look. I better look.
Talked a lot
Back
about
to
Charlie
Truist.
Morton, his career. This is as a Brave.
I'm still checking on something for you guys.
Against former teams, and yeah, he's pitched pretty well against them.
He's been good. 5 starts, 2-0 with a 3.26. See there, 6+ innings in all 5 starts, and having another good one here so far tonight.
One of
Yeah.
those starts against
Sunday's
one of his
game will
former
be on
teams
Roku,
came
guys.
June 15th
So-
against Tampa Bay. It's kind of 3 starts in a row for
I'm gonna have to
Charlie
let
that
Nav
have
know
some
that.
extra significance. June 15th against Tampa Bay, who he pitched for in
Now, I have
2019 and
Roku myself,
2020.
so I'm
Then he
not worried
pitches at
about it.
Yankee Stadium, and this is a guy who was born in New Jersey. His dad's from Long Island.
All right.
Charlie grew up going to games at Old Yankee Stadium. And then here against the
If
Pirates,
anything-
another former team who he was with
If
for
anything,
7
you can
seasons.
just go to the Roku channel. Ruku's free.
Made 142 starts for the Pirates over those 7 seasons, and today Charlie makes his 125th start in a Braves uniform. Ooh, up and into Olivares.
All right. I'll tell you,
2-2.
that troll must be back.
Center field, Kelnick
They
in a
got
couple
me
of
to
steps,
update
no
it
problem.
to 84 and then unsubscribe. So,
Quick
aha,
message
you
right
got
here
me
from Delta.
again. You're so cool.
From Braves country to the world.
I tell you, the mentality
Delta,
of some people in this
official
world.
airline of the Atlanta Braves.
Yeah, you're cool, man. That's all right, everybody.
Key Brian Hayes, who grounded out to third.
We
Back
got
in the
thick
second
skin.
inning.
We'll move on from it.
Now,
All right,
this
that's
will
going to
get
be a
past
base hit
Garcia
right up
out
center.
into left center field for a one-out single.
And a one-out single.
And that right there is the
Top of the
first
fifth.
hit of the night
Braves leading
for the
6-0.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
Yeah, a little changeup, it looked like. Off the end of the bat, but
Now you
Had
guys
him
know
shaded
why
the
in
pole
the
a little bit
beginning of the
shortstop.
stream when I talked about when we
Hit
hit
it right
that
in the middle.
1,000, that we're not going to do the celebration until
Charlie had walked
we're
one
a little
and
bit
hit a
into the
batter, but
1,000.
there goes
I mean,
the no-hitter, and now here's Jack
well,
Sawinski, the
as
center
soon as I
fielder.
see that we've reached 1,000, even if the Trolls want to take their subs away, so we're not at 1,000. When I see it hit 1,000, we'll have something commemorative on the interactive that's going to say, hey, we hit 1,000. But we're not going to do the celebration until we're at like 1,005, 1,010, because then they can't mess with us.
Ground
It's
ball to
unfortunate.
Ozzie to Orlando for one. And
Over to
that's all the
Orlando,
Braves
but they're
will
not
get.
going to go for the double.
Sawinski runs pretty well, gets down the line.
That's going to be
easily.
force out at second for out number 2. We still have a base runner
Hey,
on
Tom,
first.
what is tonight?
Morton now
Tonight's
pitching
Friday.
his 74th pitch
Yeah, but-
of the
oh,
what's
game.
special about it?
It is the Friday night showdown. That's what's special about it.
Presented by
Kaiser Permanente, of
I haven't
course.
seen Lane
That's right.
talk for a while.
making Jeff
Does he have to
Francoeur
get out
so
of here or
proud over
something?
there.
That's high on my list. to make
headache.
Frenchie proud.
Yeah, check that off your
I
bucket
see I
list.
missed it. I must have been doing something.
Strike right in there, the catcher Grandal.
Hope you feel better, Miss Lane.
Grandal flew out back in the third. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Weak lead to Matt Olson, who was playing even with
Gotta
the
be
bat.
over to
Doesn't
Matt
get much
Olson.
easier
Step on the
than
bat
that.
for
And
out
Charlie
number
has
3.
cruised through
We
5.
are heading to the bottom of the 5th. 6-0 lead. Atlanta over Pittsburgh. So when they come back from commercial, we'll have Matt Olson at bat. We'll have Austin Riley on deck, and Sean the Smurfinator will be batting third in the hole.
Safe, slow down.
You are
And
back to
by
Truist Park.
Synovus, the bank that helps you get there. Those highlights from that awesome third inning where Tom and I took the inning off. The Braves offense very much did not. That's really the difference in the game right now. 6-0 as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Taking a look at our
Amanda,
stats
welcome in.
with Lowe's.
Glad to have you stopping
Some
in.
numbers to like here in this month of June for Brian Snitker. Those are all some pretty good ranks.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of what you want to see, trending in that direction, right? The offense kind of doing some things that we're accustomed to seeing them do, and certainly have started this homestand in that direction as well.
Felt a little bit more like last year where the Braves hit those record 307 homers. Jared Kelnick's been a big part of that, that's for sure. So is that man. The one homer tonight, that was by Riley in the second, but the Braves did all the damage in the third without the long ball. As Dalton Jeffries has come into the game, Perez went 4, gave up the 6 runs, and now Jeffries facing Olsen. A guy who started his career with the Oakland A's for a couple of seasons, was with the Giants earlier this year, but they designated him for assignment in early May, and the Pirates picked him up.
That's going to be high or wide on the outside. 1-2 to count.
Two balls and 2 strikes as the changeup bounces in the dirt. Matt had an RBI single in that third inning, and he's got a full count right here.
Yes, ma'am, Amanda, we certainly are. We
Payoff
got
pitch
down to
from
work
Jeffries.
right away.
Fouled straight back.
All right, Matt Olson, full count, 3-2.
Matt Olson barely missed a
comes the
homer
pitch.
earlier in the game down the right field line, and took a huge
Foul
home
ball.
run hack right there at the sinker. What a wake-up call for Larry Vanover back there.
Yeah, it was.
I don't really want to feel it, but I've always wondered what that felt like. I just want other people to tell me about it.
I'm not sure that I wonder. I think I have an idea.
You would have a better idea than me. That man knows.
Yeah.
And the catcher Grandal could not squeeze it, so the at bat lives on.
And a good cutter there. Matt able to spoil it.
Like Matt's first at bat today, he had 4 foul balls. This is the 9th pitch of the at bat here.
9th pitch at bat.
And another
That's
foul.
going to be foul ball. It's to be his 10th pitch at bat. Come on, Matty.
Hey, we'll go to an 11th pitch. Pirates
There you
did
hear
have a
it.
day off yesterday. In fact, they were here in
They're
Atlanta.
playing it on the
yesterday. Pirates were in
Oregon.
Chicago,
Staying
so
alive.
point
Staying
saying
alive.
that is their bullpen is pretty fresh.
Staying alive.
After visiting the Cincinnati Reds earlier this week. And we've got a foul
Foul
ball
ball.
fest with Jeffries and Olsen.
This would be a steak dinner from the coaching staff back in the minor league days right here.
Tell me more about that.
Well, you know, it was always that, hey, if you can get a 10-pitch at bat, somebody was going to buy you a steak dinner. So I think Matt could probably afford his own now, but
yeah,
it's still kind of fun to watch.
Hey, there's another.
Another one.
And the steakhouse has changed a little bit in the bigs, right?
What are we at now?
Certainly
15,
gets a little more
14?
expensive.
We got Riley due up.
Hitting coach Kevin Seitzer certainly intrigued.
Sean Murphy in the hole.
13th pitch of the
This is the
at-bat
13th
right here.
pitch here. Foul ball.
See, old school baseball right here now, he's probably get hit by a pitch. Like, you want to go down that bad here?
Jeffrey's
Go.
now
Take
pitching his
this.
14th pitch.
Once again, the 3-2. Oh, he got him.
Got
After
him
all of
swinging.
that, 14 pitch
One out.
at bat ends with a slider for a swing and a miss. After all of that
Hazel,
effort,
come here. Scared
Buddy
me.
battled.
Come here. Come say hi to YouTube. Hey, hi
And now Austin
everyone.
Riley, who
My
had
name
that
is
homer
Hazel.
in the second inning.
I'm pretty
It's our
girl.
Blue Moon bright spot. It got the scoring
Tell 'em.
started.
Tell them you're
check
so
it up
pretty.
Over the plate and right back up the middle where it came from.
Me lovies. Hey.
6th home run
Lovies.
in his last 13 games. Love seeing him hitting the ball out there.
Yeah, so
This is
6
my
home
pit
run
bull,
in
everybody.
13
This is
games
Hazel.
After 3 home runs in his first 53 games this year. That's turning the season around quickly.
She likes YouTube.
Austin
Oh,
Riley, this is at the end of the
that
bat.
is high. Oh, it's going to
And
be short to
Reynolds
the
has
track.
plenty of room.
Out number
2
2.
away.
Boy, I thought Riley got a hold of that one. I thought we were going to have another.
Let's get a word in here from Georgia Drive Chevy.
The 2024 Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495.
Come here.
Chevrolet.
Get the Alki out of
Together,
your
let's
eyes.
drive. Proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
And now Sean Murphy.
Thank you, David.
Gosh, Austin Riley, that first at bat saw 8 pitches, then 2, and now 14, 24 pitches that he
Are you
has
done?
seen tonight in 3 at
Are you down?
bats. Or Matt Olson, sorry.
No.
That's making him work, that's for sure. That sounded like another broken bat for Sean Murphy. He hustles, but he does not beat it.
Not
out.
able to
Cruz
leg it out.
recovers,
Leg it out.
And that sends us to the 6th inning.
That'll be out number 3, so that's going to send us to the top of the 6th. The Braves currently lead 6-0 over the Pittsburgh Pirates. I did when I was young. When I was younger, George, I had a husky. We got one. When I was in school, we merged with another town 7 miles away. We merged schools, and we went from being the Nashville Bulldogs to the Nashville Plainfield Huskies. So of course, we had to get a husky. But unfortunately, we lived out on the gravel roads, out in the country, and after he turned a year, he was probably a year, maybe 3 months, 4 months old. Some inconsiderate asshole knowing that, there was cattle signs for cattle crossings where you're legally supposed to slow down, but yet they would drive 70, 80 mile an hour down the gravel roads and come up over the hill and hit our dog and killed him. Well, thank you. Yeah, she is. Gino, welcome in, my friend. Glad you made it. Lainey's already taken off for the night. She said she had a headache, so. And I seen D earlier in the chat, but I had so many things going on around me that I lost track of the chat, so I'm not sure if he had to go or what happened with D.
Staff, who's seen a lot of him, is pitching coach Rick Kranitz. I had a chance to catch up with Rick earlier today and talk about the evolution of McCutchen as a player from his early days through that MVP
Oh,
year.
I wonder what that was
said
about.
He was able to work on not expanding the zone so much.
So when they came back to the game and I turned the sound on, you guys could hear that
He was a dead red fastball
guy.
hitter, but turned himself into such a really
they were
balanced hitter.
somewhere off
He's really
in
carried
the
that through these years.
dugout area or something.
Yeah,
And all of a sudden you seen the security guy
he was the face of
just
the franchise
hauling
from
butt
2009 to 2017.
to
They
the
were
edge
so happy
and
when they got
barreling
back
through the
last year.
gates and
Yeah,
stuff.
look,
So
he's
I don't
just
know.
a professional, right? I mean,
something started out or
good guy
what
to have in
the
the
deal
clubhouse.
was,
He's seen a lot. He's
they
been through
looked
a
like
lot.
they were on a
hard
mission
worker,
or
and
something.
just again that with a really young ball club, just that
All
presence.
right, 0-2 the count. Here comes
presence.
Charlie's pitch.
We talked about with
Ball one.
Andrew McCutchen coming back to Pittsburgh. Now I
82
spoke to some
mile-an-hour
people on their
curveball.
side
Morton on
saying
his
this team has been
79th
really
pitch
good
with
in
this next
spurts over the
pitch.
last couple of years, but that veteran presence to really be able to smooth out
Yes,
some
Gino,
of those
we
rough patches was the
dropped-
thing that they were really
We
hoping
jumped
for
out to
in
that
Andrew.
nice big
Now,
early
he's still
lead.
got the speed as
Orlando
McCutchen,
missed
and
it.
even if Arcia gets that, I don't know that he gets him at first.
I don't
base.
think he would have got it anyways. Whether they're going to call that an error or not, I don't think it should be. He wouldn't have gotten
I
it
don't
there
think
anyways.
I mean, listen, we've seen Orlando make so many plays that you don't think he's going to make, but to your point, Andrew's still getting down the line pretty well, and not sure if he feels that clean.
He tried to barehand it off the ground.
Orlando, though, frustrated.
It
'cause
hit
he
his
expects
fingers,
to make
but
every
went
play,
through.
and we've seen him make some pretty good ones. Now here's Brian Reynolds. So you go from McCutchen, who's kind of the former face of the franchise and still the veteran leader, to now Brian Reynolds, who's kind of taken the mantle. And all 6 seasons for him now in Pittsburgh. I mentioned the 23-game hit streak that is on the line here tonight, but he's kind of become one of their cornerstone pieces, if you will. And Charlie's got him 0-2.
Yeah, good change up there.
All right, Brian Reynolds 0 for 1 tonight. He was hit by a pitch in the first. 0-2 the count. No outs. Runner on first. Top of the 6th.
That 23-game hit streak, the longest by a Pirate since 2003, when Kenny Lofton hit safely in 26 straight. Of course, the longest in Major League history. The great Joe DiMaggio, 56 games back in 1941. Outside 1-2.
It's a good pitch there. Now I think that sets up Charlie can come back with the changeup if we wanted. He come back with that backdoor breaking ball.
Did you ever face anybody who was having a
stay the
long
same,
hitting
or we'll
streak
do it
that you
again?
remember?
Probably, but I don't remember.
But
I don't even remember who I pitched against, Brandon.
That's true. You forgot you never threw against Texas. But Charlie probably knows that he's hot. He may not even know that he's on a 23-game hit streak.
Yeah, I mean, he probably does, just because he does know he's hot, and I'm sure somebody's, told him how hot he's been. But
a good eye.
I mean, listen, I think when you know those kinds of things, yeah, you want to, take maybe a little bit of pride in being the guy that stops it, but I don't think it really changes your approach, so to speak. You know what the scouting report is, how you want to go about trying to get him out, and you're just trying to execute your game plan.
Well, he strikes him out there.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Throws him Uncle Charlie. Swing and a miss for Reynolds. He is 0 for 2.
Yeah, and that's just such a tough pitch right there. I mean, even if you know it's coming, it's still really hard to get yourself to
O'Neill
stay
Cruz
back
heading to the plate.
and adjust to the speed, let alone the break.
So 1 out. McCutchen down at first. Here's O'Neill Cruz. Six strikeouts now for Charlie Morton, and he's getting closer to 90 pitches. He did throw 105 a couple of starts ago against Tampa Bay.
I had so many things going on here too. I missed Laney saying that she was going to get up and get out of here because she had a headache. So I didn't get to say bye.
Change up, head Cruz out in front.
Yeah, and this is kind of what Charlie does, right? Settled into what his typical games are. First time through the lineup, 282 average against. And then it just gets progressively better.
All right, O'Neal Cruz, 0 for 2 today.
169 the third time. And
one out, runner on
he's
first.
kind of done that tonight again. He's getting better as it's gone on.
Look pretty good there again. Back-to-back strikeouts. Give him lucky number 7 now as he fans Cruz.
That is number 7 strikeout for Charlie.
You may have noticed a couple of raindrops falling right now at Truist Park.
No.
Just a couple. The clouds overhead, though, at least right now, don't look very threatening. Rowdy Tellez.
That's right, you heard the announcers. There's some rain droplets falling in Truist, but I don't think there's anything we have to worry about.
Yeah, he went.
Yes, he did.
They're going to call it.
He was the home plate umpire
says he
yesterday
went.
for the Braves-White Sox game.
Was that third base ump says he swung, so that's going to be a strike. Welcome in, everybody. I appreciate you stopping in.
Ooh, he is
If you haven't
fooling
done
hitters
so
this
yet,
inning.
please hit that thumbs up button for us. And most importantly, if you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe to the channel. We are a small channel trying to reach that 1,000 goal. And we are currently sitting at 983. If you'd like to help us in our journey to 1,000, please be sure to hit the subscribe button.
After the leadoff single by McCutchen, he has struck out Reynolds. He fanned Cruz, and now he'll try to get Tellez to strike out the side.
Yeah, Gino, give me a second. I'll give you a score recap.
The 1-2 pitch, and it's spoiled.
Swing and a
Fouled
miss.
away the four-seamer.
We lost one, Kenneth. Whoever subbed took it back. Well, I'm speculating that they unsubscribed.
Well, kind of came same scenario
But,
here. He can do whatever he wants after that pitch.
In all honesty, I've kind of
just missed.
Yeah,
I've
good location.
I've suspected a troll here for the last several streams. It's always one sub.
Charlie's had
They'll
a couple
sub
of
and then they
rough outings
unsubscribe.
recently. Did have a
Then they
really good
sub
start
and they
against Tampa Bay,
unsubscribe.
as we mentioned on
And
the 15th.
they have their
good to
they
see
have their
him
list
right now, holding
hidden,
the
so it
Pirates
doesn't come up and
scoreless here
tell
in
me
the
that they
sixth.
subscribed,
2-2.
unsubscribed kind of thing.
Weekly to Ozzie Albies. He will take it.
That'll be out
And
number
that will
3.
do it. Charlie gets through
All right,
6
that's going to be
scoreless,
it for
and he
the
leaves the Braves
6th,
on
middle
top
of the
by
6th.
6.
Top of the 6th. We're heading to the bottom. Score recap there, Gino. In the second, Austin Riley hit a solo home run in the second. All other runs have come from being batted in. We've seen Marcel get a bases clearing double. So that brought in 3 runs. And then Duvall, I think, brought Arcia, or not Arcia, he brought Riley in. Austin Riley hit the solo in the first, or the second. Also, there was a 3-run double by Marcelo Zuna. And then Austin Riley was brought in by Adam Duvall. That gave us our 5th. Or our 6th.
Yeah, why not?
Back,
A little offended he didn't
to
bring
Truist
us one, to
Park.
be honest with you,
I
Glad.
mean, I didn't want to go there, but you're right. Now that you brought it up, absolutely.
Look at that. Everybody was
Remember,
on
ladies and gentlemen,
YouTube
get
with
your
him.
chat votes
Pretty
in.
cool.
Head on over to the community page. Get your votes in
And you
there
can
as
get yours
well.
now.
Our chat vote. We are back. This is
And
a
we'll
new
wait for
series,
Andrew to
so
bring us ours
we
as we
got
go
that
to the bottom of
opportunity
the
for the
sixth
Golden
inning.
Broom, and we have the chat vote celebration opportunity. We just got to get the votes right. You know the drill.
One for two for number 1-4 tonight, including an RBI double in the third.
George, is that you unsubscribing and
Jeffries is
resubscribing?
back
Because
out
it
on
shows
the
you
mound
did it twice.
in relief of Perez. And he clips the corner with a cutter.
I mean, if that's you unsubscribing and resubscribing, you're not helping matters. Kind of trollish, in my opinion.
Well, we were talking earlier, Tom, about the Braves' offense heating up as far as home
But
runs
it says
go.
you subscribed an hour
But
ago, and then
one
it
of the
says you
things that's
subscribed
gone a
again an
little
hour
overlooked,
ago.
the pitching staff has been so good, and one reason is they have limited home runs. Only 67 homers allowed.
Unless
Now, to
those are
put that
different
into
accounts,
perspective,
where
only the
I'll be
Phillies
honest,
have
I'd
allowed fewer
rather you
homers
not
this year at
have to make
64.
other accounts to do that. Trying to help.
So the Braves pitching staff
And I
just
appreciate
been
the help,
really
if that's what
phenomenal
that's
on all
about.
fronts.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, when you can take that
I rather,
weapon away
I rather
from
have
a
it
lot of
legitimately.
teams, you know, it's a big deal. You limit teams' ability to either get big leads on you or to come back, which, you know, we saw so often from the Braves last year with all the home runs they hit.
Yeah,
They either-
George, it shows
they
you.
annihilated people
Shows you
early,
you've
or
been
if
the
they
one
were
that's
behind, they were never
unsubscribed
out
and
of the game.
resubscribed
And
twice
there's
now.
such a big weapon that if your pitching staff can neutralize that, that's a nice thing.
And last year the staff was pretty good at limiting homers, 187, but they're on pace to allow fewer this year.
Okay, thank you. Thank you there. Yeah, I couldn't remember for sure.
Orlando RC a big hack one. And
Matt Olson. Matt Olson knocked Big Bear in for an RBI single, and then Austin Riley, and then it was Duvall who brought Arcia in.
Of all the stats so from last year, there's so many good ones. About
MVP.
the offense, obviously, the historic season, but the Braves out homering their
Boy, I'm
opponents
having
by
trouble with tonight.
120, and that breaking the record
Austin
held
Riley.
previously by the 1927
Austin Riley was
Yankees.
brought
I
in
think
by
maybe one of my
Duvall.
favorites.
Yeah, you know, I know we talked about it a lot last year, but anytime you're getting compared to the 27 Yankees, you're doing something really good.
Yeah, the 27 Yankees
2-2
out homered their
count.
opponents by 116, and the Braves did better last
Come
season.
on,
at
Orlando.
120.
Let's see a. Come on,
Unbelievable.
baby. Let's get a base hit. Get out of this slump. We got confidence in you.
Braves at plus 21 this year. Oh, hello. 3-2.
Oh, that was close to hitting him in the face.
Yeah, sinker that just kind of backed up too much on him. See if he can come back now with that cutter.
Man, you don't ever want to see those kind of pitches. Boy,
away after
that was close.
standing Orlando up like that.
Well,
Down and
slider
dirty, ball four.
downstairs.
What are you doing? That's ball four.
That's a walk, right? Yes.
Yes.
Orlando, you can take your base.
Yes.
I say they just stood there. It was 3-2 count. So there you go. One out. There's a
just
one
wanted
out
to
walk. Runner on first. Bottom of the sixth with a 6-0 lead. Atlanta over the Pittsburgh Pirates. How was work for you today, Gene? I know you said it was long.
Such a fun guy. Luke Williams getting the start tonight. If you didn't hear us earlier, Ramon Laureano dealing with a bit of a sore back, so Braves giving
Williams
him a
going to
breather.
pop fly out to center field.
First
Center
pitch
fielder
range
under for an
flies
easy
to
can of corn. Out number 2.
Folks, the MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit here to Truist Park or whatever park you visit. Manage your game tickets, redeem
Welcome in,
offers,
everybody. I
access
appreciate you
exclusive-
stopping in. If you
access
haven't done
exclusive
so yet,
content.
please be sure to
Download
hit
that
that
MLB
thumbs up
Ballpark
for
app
us.
today. Kelnick ahead of it, sends it foul.
Boy, Kelnick's really done a nice job since taking over the leadoff spot. 12 games, 340 average, 4 homers, 10 RBI.
There you go.
Yeah, the Braves were looking for somebody with Acuna out, obviously, Tom, to kind of take hold of that. Take
I think
ownership
Jared
of it.
Kelnick
And,
has,
boy, so far,
has
he's
filled that
passed
role
test with
very
flying
nicely.
colors.
Yeah, he sure has.
That Acuna injury, of course.
There's that damn ump. You know,
against
ump,
these
that
Pirates
ball should be shoved right
back
up
on
here.
May
I'm not even
26
going
in
to say it.
Pittsburgh.
You are garbage.
That was the same
You ain't
day
called
that
a
Martín
single one of
Pérez,
them for
tonight's
the
starter
Braves.
for them, also
That's
got
the
injured,
fourth
and
or
he
fifth
returned
time
today.
you've called that
Unfortunately,
strike when it
Ronald
is
Acuna
clearly
Jr.
not a
done for the
strike.
season, leaving such a big void in this Braves lineup.
You are garbage, umpire. You should be fined.
Kelnick, another hit.
That'll be a base hit by Kelnick.
Heading for third is Arce.
Heading for
The Braves will
third.
have him at the corners.
There you go. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. This ump all night. It's been in the bottom left corner. And it has been this far outside of the corner. And that ump every time for the Pirates to call the strike. He's called them balls when
he was
the
with Seattle,
when the
he
Braves
had some
have
good
gotten it
moments,
right on
but
the edge of that line.
He did last year
half the
on a
ball was
sourdough
on the
when
line.
broke
He was
that
calling
left
the
foot
ball.
in July. Didn't return until mid-September. By that, his season was all but lost. But that has been a really nice pickup for Atlanta.
Foul ball down the right-hand line. 0-1 count. 2 outs. Runners on the corners. I don't have a problem with an umpire making a call as long as they're consistent across the board with both teams. But this guy is obviously not calling this game straight.
Ozzie takes a sinker high, 1-1.
Who knows? Maybe he's got some bets on it.
Side of things, right? I mean, you obviously
no, I don't have any proof of that. That's
the
just
Ronald
me,
injury, and then you have the Michael Harris
throwing out
injury,
insults.
and all of a sudden you get him
come on,
out there playing
how do
center
you
field for you, and he's
egregiously
playing
miss
good center field.
those calls? That's why I said find these guys, find them. $1,500, $3,000 every bad call.
Brian Snitker
We'll see how many bad calls they make then.
On Michael Harris before the game tonight, said he's been hitting and throwing, but still
just
not
like
cleared
first
to
base
run
ump
with that grade 2 strain of the hamstring. So still
call
a while
said
away.
said we were out when the
Michael
ball
Harris
was
the
still
second.
2 foot away from the first baseman's glove when our guy stepped on the bag. Replay clearly showed it. How do you make a bad call like
In
that?
on
How
the
do you
hands,
miss
and
something
Ozzie
like that?
skies it towards Hayes.
It's gonna be out number 3.
So the runner's stranded, but the Braves still enjoying a 6-run lead.
All right, so we're going to head to the top of the 7th. Score still 6-0. Looks like Charlie Morton's going to stay in the game. Or everything looks to be that way, that he's going to stay in the game for at least a few more pitches. We'll have Nick Gonzalez at bat, Edward Olivares on deck, and Brian Hayes will be batting third in the hole for the Pirates. I'm a very animated person, everybody. I don't like to see umps making terrible calls. I mean, you know, they get to go home to their cushy homes. You know, they get to take their paychecks home and enjoy them. But these guys, you know, there's so much on the line for these players. And they're having that stolen away from them by umpires making horrible, terrible calls. And then these umps continue making them because the league don't do nothing about it. Start finding them. Make them go in and retrain them. Obviously, they don't know what's what. If they're calling a ball that is 6 inches out off of the plate, 6 inches off of the line, and they're calling
Charlie,
a damn,
Charlie Morton, he's had a great night
damn
tonight.
strike.
6 scoreless innings, 2
And
hits.
obviously they don't know what a strike
And
to the ball
really
is.
has
They need to be
had everything
retrained.
working in the zone tonight. The breaking ball's been great. The changeup's been great. Fastball command's been good. He's had these Pirate hitters off balance all night long.
If you agree with that statement, be sure to hit that
7
thumbs up,
punch-outs
guys.
and 95 pitches, 61 strikes, and really the kind of game I think Charlie needed.
I realize there's, or you could comment in the chat.
Up and down, kind of trying to find his groove here a little bit, and tonight is kind of night. You go out there, you look at this, you can build on that, and hopefully get
All right,
him on
buddy.
a roll.
Thanks for stopping in,
3 of
Gino.
the last 5 starts for Charlie. He had
Sleep
given
well.
up
Hope
5
your-
or more
hope your hand and
runs,
finger's
but this
doing
is
better.
a really good sign. He's looked like he did earlier in the year. And I like Brian Snitker saying, hey, you feel good? Go out for the 7th, right?
100%. Yes, absolutely.
This will be the 97th pitch of the night. Line down the left field line, and
That's going to be fair ball down in the left corner.
And Nick Gonzalez, as that bounces over the fence, will have a ground rule.
Okay, that's going to be a double. Bounced up and over into the foul. It bounced in. It was in, but then it bounced over the wall. So that is a mandatory double.
Braves do have action in that bullpen.
Yeah, but George, they need to
I
do
would
something.
imagine with 97 pitches,
They need to do
Charlie's gonna
something.
have
These
a
guys should,
pretty short leash
shouldn't. I
here.
mean, there's these calls that completely screw teams.
Might be a
The
40-year-old.
team may have gotten more runs. They may have done something different to have won, but these umps are causing. The umps are causing
is
these
0 for 2, a strikeout.
the turnouts.
A line out to center.
They're causing them.
Got the call on the inside corner.
Now, I'll admit, that call that he just called was a ball, but he called it a strike for Charlie this time, but it was on the right side of the line. See now, placement of that ball, look at it. That bottom corner, he was calling them strikes
and that was his
for the
final year
Pirates.
there as well.
They've been balls for Charlie.
Before he was shipped to Philadelphia briefly and then eventually matriculating back to the Braves in 2021. And he's now at 101 pitches tonight.
Charlie at 101 with 37 balls and 64 strikes on the night. We probably won't see, this will probably be the last batter we see from Charlie.
This crowd would like an 8th strikeout. Here's the 2-2. Overcooks the 4-seamer attack.
Down and dirty, 3-2 the count.
Yeah, it's one of the few pitches tonight where he looked like he got in a little bit of a
Brody, how
hard
you
good
doing?
pitch instead of just letting it happen.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Now the payoff.
in
Fouled away by
the
Olivares.
StatCast shows that it caught a little bit of that line, but in real time it didn't look like it came close to the line on that right side.
The Pirates
if that's
made
the one you're talking
postseason
about,
3
bro.
straight years, the final 3 years that Charlie was there, 13, 14, and 15, but he only pitched in 1 postseason game with them.
All we're asking is, or all I'm asking is an umpire to be more
Left
consistent
center,
across the board
Kelnick
in
has to
both teams.
race over there. He gets
Kelnick
it.
with the catch. Out number 1. They're going to
Nice
hold the
play.
runner at second.
And there's the first out of the 7th.
That's out number 1, top of the 7th.
Yeah, Kelnick got a good jump on that ball. Looked for a minute off the bat like it was going to find the gap, but hung up a little bit and easy catch.
And that will be it for Charlie
That's
Morton,
it.
but he leaves with
Here
a
comes
chance
the
to get a
pitchers.
victory against his former team, which would
Here
complete
comes a
the
mound
circuit
visit.
of giving him wins
Charlie's
against
going to
every
be shut
team in
down for
Major
the
League
day. Great
Baseball.
job. Here comes Uncle Jesse Martinez. Or Morton. I apologize. No, Martinez.
This commercial.
It's Uncle Jesse coming in. Matthew, welcome in, my friend. Haven't forgotten you, my friend, with your care package I got coming to you. Jesse Chavez. My apology. It wasn't Martinez. It's Jesse Chavez. I do apologize about that. We're up 6-0, my friend. Waiting for my payday, my friend, and as soon as I get paid, I'll get that care package down to the post office and get it sent out. We've already reset it to factory default. I have one controller. And hey Matthew, sometime you get a little free time, maybe tonight, pop in Discord for a little while. I'm gonna grab my stack of disc games that I have, and I'll let you pick 3.
Jesse has a lot of them. It's like the Dos Equis.
All right, strike one.
I think Jesse is up there
So
on that
0-1 the count. We got
and
Hey,
another
Brian
former
Hayes.
Pirate. Of course, Jesse began his
1 for
career
2
in
on the day
Pittsburgh
with a
2008,
224 average,
2009 before coming to the
588
Braves in
OPS, 3
2010.
home runs on this.
And a good start here.
Yep.
He's got Hayes 0-2.
He's been really good in these situations. 0.59 average against with runners in scoring position. Able to make quality pitches at tough times.
Hey, stay tuned for
High
the
and
stretch
outside,
presented
ball
by
1.
Synovus after the top of the 7th.
1-2 count, 1 out, runner on second, top of the 7th. We're gonna stay with the. As long as there's no
1-2
commercial,
pitch.
we're gonna stay with the
Yes, sir.
stretch.
Right on the inside
Got him.
corner. Say goodbye to Key
Right,
Brian Hayes.
number 3. That's out number 2.
Love it. Just such a good pitch. Not thinking anything about.
Remember, tomorrow night
a
is
fastball
City
in the
Connect
inside
uniform
part of the
night.
plate, and Jesse snuck one in there. Beautiful.
We'll have the
pitch.
blue
And there is nothing Hayes can
theme
do with that.
tomorrow night.
Absolutely nothing, because you're locked. You're not looking for it.
Swing and a
There
miss.
he's got Sawinski
Chavez on
0-1.
fire right now. Coming in,
You know, that's the
throwing
kind
the
of thing
ball
with
very
Jesse.
well right now.
You know, with the sequence of pitches, he knows he's got one shot at that pitch, and he's got to hit with it, and he did.
There's another one.
Quickly 0-2.
Strike 2. Beautiful pitch. Right there, right down on the right hand line of it. Caught the right line very nicely. Right box line.
Downstairs.
That's going to be a bit low. That'll be a
Charlie
ball
Morton
one.
and this man, Jesse Chavez, teammates in Pittsburgh in 2009. I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's the only
Yeah, do
time
that.
the
Make
two
sure you
former
pop in.
Pirates have faced the team together at 40 years of age. I don't think that's ever happened in baseball history. That is foul
No,
down the left field
we've
line.
not had any homers since. All batted in runs.
Another 1-2 and another foul ball straight back to the netting.
Foul ball. There was the goat. I heard the goat. I think Matt must have drove down to Truist. He's chasing the goats. Where's Gino when you need him to give crap about it? But he already took off.
Thought he was going to give it to him. Larry Vanover makes a sound either way, and I
See
thought-
that?
I didn't know if he was going to call that a strike
Caught the
or a ball.
bottom of that line, but he
Great
called it a
pitch.
ball. That's what
Great
I'm saying.
take. I'm not sure he took it because he
Right
saw
on the
it or
line.
knew he couldn't
And
swing
it's a
it.
ball. But the
Ground
Pirates,
ball.
ooh, that's
Arcia
going to
over
be
there.
out number
And that will
3.
do it. Uncle Charlie and Uncle Jesse keeping the Pirates scoreless through 7 as we head to the stretch.
Beautiful inning.
The stretch is brought to you by Synovus, the bank that helps you.
As I
step
said,
up
we're
to
going
the
to stick
plate.
with the stretch.
Get there with Synovus. Welcome into the stretch presented by Synovus. Pete Moreland, Trevor Scales outside kicking it on the battery with you.
So when we do come back, guys and gals, we'll have Marcelo Zuna at bat with Matt Olson on deck. We'll have
bouncing back in a massive way
Austin
to get back
Riley
to that
batting
home jersey, Charlie, that we've gotten so used to seeing.
There's
Jeffries
not a lot that's prettier than when Charlie Morton has his
catching
curveball
for the
going. He certainly
Pirates,
had it going
or
today.
at
It was
least that's who
incredible.
they have
A
down
lot of
right
times
now.
you'll see him throw that ball down and in, but today
Tonight's
there's a
game,
lot of
guys.
backdoor curveballs, which is really nice to see. The
Pirates have had no runs.
Really working. And by
Just
the way, when
3
he gets
hits
the third time through the lineup, he
thus
decides to
far.
show up with a changeup.
Through 7.
That's as effective as everything else.
Now,
and he can throw a cutter when he needs to. At
Braves
any point.
have had
He's found
6
a way
runs,
to reinvent
9
himself.
hits.
He
through
really,
7.
really needed this.
Well,
Tom
we haven't-
mentioned it earlier on. This is the kind of outing that can turn around your season, and this was really
I
nice.
should say,
Check out StatCast
for the
3D.
Braves, it's through the
Look at
6.
the curveballs, strikeouts.
They haven't batted
5
yet.
of them.
7.
He was totally locked in.
All outside.
The greatest thing for me was only 1 walk and 1 hit by pitch. 3 hits total on the night. Was effective. Went back out there to start the inning with 95 pitches. That shows a lot of faith from Snit. That tells me that Charlie's back healthy, feeling something really, really well again. 105 pitches on the night. Well done.
It's a beautiful thing to watch the old head, and I say that affectionately work. We got some more Braves baseball on the other side, though, with a quick word from our friends over at Synovus.
Will I have the money to send my kid to college?
Order for Synovus? Are you Synovus?
Yes. I do have a few questions.
A solid financial future doesn't happen by chance.
Well, now they took us to a commercial. And now we're back to
look
Truist.
cam as we head to the bottom of the 7th with the Bravos enjoying a comfortable 6-0 cushion. Whew, we had a lot of Cracker Jack tonight. I'm tired.
Man, oh man.
Let's put a little Bengay on the old rotator cuff tonight. 3, 4, 5, starting with a Big Bear.
Come on, Big Bear. Marcelo Zuna has been stalled out at 21 home runs for a while
I
now.
think right now Derek Shelton saying, hey,
Shohei Ohtani's
Jeffries
hit
eat some innings
25,
and he's
I
done a good
believe,
job.
and
Yeah, he has. I'll tell you,
Judge is hitting 30.
They're talking about you don't want to burn your bullpen first game of a series, and he's come in and done a nice job.
They
Well, I
picked
believe
him up,
the
as I said, in mid-May.
Cubs are workers.
And he gave him a good 5th and 6th, and now he's out here for the 7th.
Oh, I don't know, man. It all comes
Ooh,
down.
inside,
Oh,
though.
Marcel has been hit by the ball.
And that hits Ozuna, and he will trot down to first base. Thankfully, right
Emojis
on that
come
guard.
with how many memberships you
Yeah,
have.
threw a similar pitch to Orlando last inning where he's trying to throw that sinker
So
down
the more people buy a membership to the
Just didn't
channel,
get much sink on
then I
it.
can add in more emojis.
Gave him the side eye there.
Yeah, he did.
I think Snip Bear was giving Jeffries the side eye as well.
I think I'm actually able to add one right
RBI
now.
single and a couple
I'll
of
get that up
strikeouts
in-
for
up
Matt
and in
Olson.
there.
As I said earlier, though, through the first 3 at bats, he saw 24 pitches. The
That's gonna be a
25th
base
pitch
hit.
he sees tonight, he deposits out in left field.
Yeah, he said, I went
Oh, wait a
14
minute.
pitches last at bat, struck out. Let's just get this over
Okay,
with
that's what I thought.
quickly.
Just say, wait a minute. That was Matt Olson with
That's
that
a pretty good pitch, too. That's a nice piece of hit.
ground ball out
Both of his hits tonight to left field.
fly ball out to center. All right, so we got runners on first and second.
So nobody out. The Braves trying to add on here in the 7th. Austin Riley takes one for
Oh
a
yeah,
strike.
definitely. Gotcha, Kenneth.
Big hat.
Foul ball.
0-2. And Riley swings
Got
at
him
a
swinging.
sinker running in on his hands, and he's the first
Gonna
out.
be out number one, so we got Sean Smurfinator Murphy heading to the plate.
Sean Murphy is 1 for 3, and he's had a couple of broken bats tonight as well.
Murphy 1 for 3. He singled in the second. 208 average, 3 home runs, 8 ribbies with a 641 OPS on the season.
Sean missed that last series.
You are
May in
garbage, Hump.
still
He just
the
gave
IL
one.
with that
Look at the
oblique
distance.
strain
It's away
after
from
that
the
swing
box,
he took in his
man.
third at bat of the season
What
on
is
opening
with
day.
this umpire? It's like every time the Pirates throw one like that, he calls that shit a strike. That guy shouldn't be umpiring. Another Angel Hernandez. Must be his cousin. Two and one count. One out, runners on first and second. Bottom of the seventh. Braves currently leading 6-0 over the Pirates. This will be the 47th
pitch. For
pitch.
Jeffries here out of the pen.
Foul
It induces
ball.
a high pop.
They're chasing it down, but it's going to be out of
play.
play.
Off the bat of Sean Murphy. Friday night showdown presented by Kaiser Permanente.
Yes, it is.
I can't do it like you. I won't try.
I mean, you got to know your limitations.
Now back to, do I believe the Cubs are
And there are
cursed
many.
or were cursed?
I can assure you that.
George, I don't know. It all depends on. You got to remember that
Great crowd.
baseball is
Friday
just
night
like every other
fireworks, just
sport. That
such a great spot to be here.
there's
to
a
start
chemistry
this
that
homestand of
happens
this series
between the
against
players.
the Pittsburgh Pirates.
between the staff and the players. There's a lot of things that go into
Sean
a big
Murphy
winning
lifts
streak.
this out to left field.
Murphy out to
Reynolds has
left
his eyes
field
on it,
on
though,
the
right
track,
there where the
caught
dirt
for
meets the
out number
grass.
2. There's a lot that goes
message
into
right now from
teams going on big win streaks and whatnot.
The Mr. Beast box, only at Zaxby's.
I don't know what their issues have been, but yeah, I guess I can't definitively say whether it was if they were cursed or not.
Now Adam Duvall, who is 1 for 3 tonight, that RBI double back in the third inning.
Plus, you got upper management when they make calls about trades and
It's hard to believe the Braves already
free
80th
agency
game of
and
the
things
season.
like
After
that.
tomorrow, it'll be the midway
they don't
point.
always make the best decisions.
And then not too far after that, the All-Star break, and the game will be.
Oh, is it
flying
4:10
by us
tomorrow
through
night?
July,
Okay.
August, and into September, and
Oh
hopefully
yeah,
going into
we'll get her
October.
right.
Did you always like as a player that the All-Star
Crazy
game
that
kinda came a little
Sunday's
after the
game is
midway
at
point?
10 something.
Yeah, a shorter
Central.
second half.
I never really thought about it. It just was what it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Angel Hernandez is a nice
I mean,
dude.
it was a little bit weird
Yeah,
that it was
he can
not
be nice
the
all he
actual
is, man,
midpoint
but
of the
he's
season.
a horrible umpire.
But
he's got some of the most atrocious call-outs.
Oh, got the call right there at the knees. So 3 pitches to get rid of Duvall, and it's still 6-0.
This is Roundup for Lawns.
I mean, that's my opinion. You know, everybody, you might have a different opinion about the guy. I just know the games I've watched him do and some of the horrible calls he's made. I mean, how do you call a guy out when the ball is this far outside the box? How do you call that a strike or call it strike 3 and that the guy's out? I mean, there's no common sense to that. And he's made many calls like that. He had a couple like that this season before he abruptly retired. I think the MLB pushed him out. like I said, George, just personal opinion. Just because I say it here, I don't expect you guys to have to agree with it. I'm not going to argue with you about opinions. You know, you're more than welcome to have your own.
Strikeout to walk ratio. And we mentioned it's bullpen week here on air. We got Colin.
There's actually,
down there.
I think it was earlier this season.
Pretty good numbers to like, right?
The player,
unbelievable.
Player,
truly, like I go
coach,
through every number
and,
that we
and
just saw there.
And a fan were all thrown out.
And really up and down.
And
this bullpen,
the
guys just keep performing a little bit better.
Coach was
like
thrown out, and it was actually the fan that was saying
better, which is crazy. But I think when we talked about a little bit with Tyler up there, these guys care about each other a lot, and so they pick each other up when they might have a tough outing, and then when one guy goes out and has a good one, the next guy wants
That's
to go
what
out
I
and do
think
the
too,
same thing.
Matthew.
And Jesse's doing
I
his
think
thing here.
I think it was, hey, you take this money and
Jesse
just
has
vacate,
batters.
or we'll have to make it public that we're firing you, that we're getting rid of you.
You guys talked a little bit about it last inning. He has a .59. It's lower now, but
the community rallied. They rallied
on
against
bases.
him
That's tops
this
in
season
baseball.
because of
and
how
Jesse,
many
takes
pathetic
so
calls
much
he's
pride in
made.
limiting inherited
And
runners
this
from
season
scoring.
alone, he had
Tom, as a
7 or 8
starting
terrible
pitcher, you come out
calls
of a game
or
with guys
more.
on, you want a guy in there who
I
takes a
can't
lot
give you
of
the
pride
exact
in
number
that.
because
And
I
I'll tell
haven't.
you, these guys
I haven't looked
exactly
into it
that.
Yeah,
correctly.
you want that guy coming in behind you.
But I know what I've seen on the sports talk
I
shows.
can promise you that. But yeah,
whatnot,
a couple more. Listen,
so
Braves bullpen 91
just
runs
opinions.
against one of 3
Nobody's
teams
ever
going to
know
allow
if the
fewer than
MLB
100
actually
runs.
pushed him out
Cleveland and
or
Philadelphia are there as well.
But for him to
40
unexpectedly
relievers in the
retire,
National League have made at least 25
just up and
appearances
say, "Oh,
and
I'm
have an
done."
ERA under 3.7. 6 of those guys are pitching for the Braves.
Wow.
And the only reason they don't have a 7th is because Dylan Lee needs one more
Was
appearance.
who, Aaron
and then
Boone?
he'll be on the list. So they've done a phenomenal job too. And to Colin's point earlier, the relationship between the two starters and relievers. Braves don't have a single reliever in the top 80 in appearances so far this year. So
I honestly,
that
if you're
bodes
talking
very
about
well for the length of the season,
the coach and the player and the
Something's going
fan
on
that
with
got
Jesse's
thrown out,
spectacles, though. They have
I'm
now
not exactly
fallen off
sure who it
twice.
was.
it's a little.
I wanted to do a
sweat going
video
on
of
there
it,
flying
and
off his head. He's got to get one of those things.
I never.
Oh,
I think it was
croakies
Mav or
whatever,
somebody
the
brought it up
connect to the
and
back.
told me about it during
Can we get him some Pete Moylan
during one of my live streams. So I got to go look at it and see it. But yeah.
Yeah, a lot of sweat for Jesse. Just struck out his former teammate Andrew McCutcheon. Oh, look at Pete.
Look at him.
Maybe.
To go the hat tuck.
It might have been.
Oh yeah.
It's official. You got to tuck them into the hat.
Okay.
Sandwich them against. Although I did.
Was it the Yankees?
So
is Aaron Boone? Is that the Yankees?
Peter, you got to have a word with Jesse after tonight. Make sure he knows
Something's sticking with me that it was the Yankees.
I'll work it out.
that their fan and the coach and everybody got thrown out.
Here's Brian Reynolds.
I could be wrong about it.
Hit streak very much in jeopardy. This is likely his last at bat. And again, it's the longest hit streak in baseball this year and the longest by a Pirate since 2003. And Jesse's got him 1-2.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, we must be thinking of the same thing, yeah. Yep. It was the fan. The whole time it was the fan and the manager. The manager got thrown out for the fan talking crap to the ump.
Will this get to the outfield?
Oh, that's going to be a base hit up the middle.
Lives on 24 games for Brian Reynolds. A seeing eye single.
Yeah, maybe not the hardest hit.
Boy, that ball just.
Games, but
I can't believe Arcia or Albies, either one could have got that ball.
And that is
just a
also
slow
going
roller.
to take Jesse Chavez out of the game. Dylan Lee will come on out of the pen.
Especially when the calls decided the game there, Matthew. You're right, very right about that. He affected the livelihood of many teams with the bad calls that he had. Hey, I'm not saying they have an easy job either. Umpiring in the league with the fans and everything, that's going to be a difficult job. It's something I can honestly say I would never want to do. I would never want to. What's that, Brody? Can't
and by
be
this defense, which has the best
talk,
fielding
jelly
percentage
roll,
and the fewest errors in Major League Baseball. Dylan Lee getting an awkward swing there from O'Neal Cruz to start the at-bat. And for Dylan Lee, 25th appearance out of the pen. They bring him on to face Cruz because Cruz only 116 for a batting average against lefties this year.
Not quite sure what you mean
And he's
there,
down 0-2.
Brody.
Yeah, those were not two very comfortable swings right there.
All right, so we got 2 outs, runner on first, 0-2 to count, top of the 8th. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking to me. I was like,
trying to send us to the
sure what
bottom
you're
of
talking
the 8th inning. 0-2 pitch and another
foul
awkward
ball.
swing on the slider.
85-mile-an-hour slider. We got Dylan Lee in here to try and get us to the 9th.
When he gets a hold of it, though, it'll go. 11 homers this year, second on the team behind Brian Reynolds. But a lot of that damage against righties.
O'Neal Cruz 0 for 3 on the day.
And he struck
Swing and a
him
miss.
out.
That's strike 3.
Good job by Dylan Lee.
That
And we
will
go to
end the
bottom of
inning. We are heading to the bottom of the 8th. Remember, everybody, get your chat votes in. Head on over to the community page and get your votes and likes in there. This is a new series, so right now 75% have voted that the Atlanta Braves are going to win. We are leading 6-0. So if we do in fact win, the Golden Brooms, our opportunity for a Golden Broom continues, and our community chat vote continues on to game 2. Since we're on commercial, I'll explain that a little bit. What we do when we come in, and it's a new series like tonight, it's game 1 of a 3-game series. We do the community vote, and at the end of the 8th inning, we bring it down, and if that team wins, if the community voted correct for what team is going to win, and you do that for every game of the series, then coming up a game of one of the following series, we do a celebration, a chat vote celebration, where we just do random giveaways of game keys and other stuff. Now, what the Golden Broom is, of course, it's, as it says, Golden Broom. We have to sweep a team in order to have one of those celebrations. Those celebrations, now the chat vote celebration usually will be done during a live stream. The Golden Broom celebrations will be done with it's not going to be private, but it'll have its own scheduled stream where that's all we do is the giveaway for that Golden Broom. It could take us 20 minutes. It could take us 30. Who knows how long it could take us. So that's how those work. And that'll all be, if we get a Golden Broom, and actually we have a Golden Broom celebration yet to do. Or no, we don't. No, I took care of that. No, I'll ask Mav. we might still have a golden broom. I know Kenneth, you guys would know. Did I take care of that golden broom? Anyways, on those golden brooms, you could see maybe an authentic hat given away, or like we're doing when I reach 1,000 subs. When we do the 1,000 sub celebration, it's going to be a stream in its own, and we're going to hand out two $25 gift cards. Absolutely.
So that's something that Derek Shelton.
Sorry about that.
They're going to try to make
first
a
pitch
playoff push in the second
ball.
half. They're going to have to try to fix that.
Ball 2. We got Luke Williams, who's 1 for 3 on the day. 125 batting average with a 347 OPS.
Williams fouls off the 2-1.
Fouls off and
2-0
hits
cutter
himself
to make
with
it
it.
2-1. Larry Vanover needs some new baseballs.
I'm thinking that I haven't, because I was going to do it this series. And unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do it this series because what I wanted to give away still has to
when they
come in.
don't have the ball pouches on the side of the pants. Like, does Larry
So
go to the
I'll have to
steakhouse with those
reschedule
attached
again.
to his jeans just to feel comfortable?
Maybe bring us.
It'll be worth it though.
Steaks
The first big giveaway we do, it's going to be worth it.
Little A1.
That would be funny, but somehow I don't think they'd do that.
His wife's carrying her purse, like, honey, just
Yes, sir,
whatever
Brody.
you
I
got
am.
in there,
Yep.
put it right here.
I am a Braves fan.
Put your lipstick in there, compact case. One for 3 tonight for Williams.
We are 8.5 games behind the Phillies right now.
This is one of the reasons
That's
that
gonna be
the
ball
Braves
4,
like
so
Luke
that'll be a
Williams,
one-out
is
walk.
that he is versatile, playing the outfield tonight, also can play the infield, played short in that series against St. Louis, and he draws a walk there.
Well, it's so important the way rosters are constructed today. You've got to have at least one of those guys that can play just about anywhere.
And right now with Laureano dealing with that sore back, and you've got Brian Anderson on the 10-day IL with a bacterial infection.
That's
And
what I
makes
thought,
Luke
George.
Williams
I
even
thought
more
that
important.
I had planned for the Golden Broom to be this series. I took care of the chat vote one. We did that on Mav Stream.
Way outside, a ball and a strike here to Jared Kelnick.
I was looking into doing like the foam fingers, you know, or like the Braves, they have the foam tomahawk. And I was looking on the MLB.com. Now, Mav picked ours up.
So
he was down
to
at
be the arm for the
battery
the
in
Braves will go
at
for their
Truist Park,
11th shutout
where
of
he
the
picked
season,
ours up.
which would lead
Now,
Major League Baseball.
whether we could talk him since he lives 20
Swing and a
minutes
miss.
away from.
And
Now,
Kelnick
what
is
that
down
does,
2
though,
away.
is it limits. See, what I wanted to do is offer, you know, I checked it out. MLB, there's only a few teams that have things like that.
Of the Braves,
at least
10
on the
shutouts
MLB
right now, 8 of them
shop.
have come here at Truist Park.
Now,
If
I
they
might
get
be
a
able to
night
go
Truist Park,
to,
that will already break
if they
the
got their
record
own personal
for the
store
most
or
shutouts
something,
by the Braves
you know,
here since this building
might
opened
be able
in
to get it there. I have to
2017.
look more into it.
And we haven't
But
even
I
hit
couldn't,
July
I couldn't
yet.
find a
That's how good the
consistency
pitching has
enough
been.
to be able to have one, because what I'd like to do is if somebody wins, and you let's say you just stop in or something, you're hanging out, but you're really a fan of another team, I want to give you an opportunity to get your team's
Ozzie, a couple of hits tonight.
Swag.
As he fouls that away, and then right back out to the mound to hold.
But of course, we may be able to hand out a few like Braves ones by seeing, like I could send Matt the money and see if sometime he might be able to shoot down the battery there and grab a few for us. We'll see. I'll talk to him about it.
Line off of a bounce. Gonzalez takes it, spins around and fires
Out
to
number
first.
3.
On we go to the 9th.
That's it. That ends the 8th, guys and gals. So get your votes in. I'm going to be pulling that. I'll be pulling that chat vote down. I'll give you the next 10 to 20 seconds. So if you haven't voted yet, be sure to get your vote in. All right, so I'm going to be taking that down in the next 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, everybody that participated in tonight's chat poll. We had a total of 28 votes, with 25% of you voting for the Pittsburgh Pirates and 75% voting for Atlanta. Thank you to you Pittsburgh Pirates fans that stopped by and interacted. We are a fan-friendly stream here. We welcome any team fans. You know, you don't even have to be a fan of the games we're streaming. We welcome everybody here. You will not be chastised for liking another team either. So thank you for coming and participating. Hopefully you can be a little more boisterous in the chat next time. But again, thank you for the support. So there you have it. If the Braves hang on, we'll have game 1 for the chat vote. And we'll move on to game 2 and see how we do.
Today could be the day. And by Truist, leaders in banking.
That's right, David. Yes, everyone is welcome to come in. Everyone.
A lot of
Without
smiles
the
here
fear
on
of
the
persecution.
Friday Night Showdown,
presented by
Kaiser Permanente.
There we go. All Bravos, 6-0 as we head to the 9th.
Right.
Brandon Gordon, Tom Glavine, Colin McHugh.
Finally, Friday. We've had a Friday night
pitcher,
game.
Aaron Bummer will
We're in
face the
our
middle part of this order.
alternate
28th
home
appearance of the year
uniforms,
for
the
Bummer,
red
and he will be
uniforms.
facing a pinch hitter as Connor Joe will step in for Rowdy Tellez.
Gene gets spanked by Laney, huh?
Broken bat, but fair. And it'll rattle around down there and allow Joe to hustle into second base. Duvall had to get around the ball boy. That's a first this year.
Yeah. Well, not much you can do about that. That is about as far off the end of the bat as you can hit a ball. And right on the chalk.
Yes, it was right on the line. Past
out of the way of the ball, and then Duvall had to get around the ball boy. Would have been a double either way. 16th of the season for Connor Joe. A strike in there to Nick Gonzalez.
All right, so I'd like to invite those of you that would like to come over. We're going to go ahead. We're going to head on over to the Dixon Play channel. We're gonna do a raid. I'm going to go over and drop a like.
Late, you missed a really good pitching performance by
Drop
Charlie
a like
Morton
and
through 6
thank
and
them
a
for the
third.
support that they gave us
And
the
the
other
Braves
day.
did a lot of damage in the 3rd inning where they scored 5 runs.
It's
That's
nice
been the
having
summary so far.
It's nice having some communities that are there being helpful to others. So I certainly appreciate it. I certainly appreciated them. They not only stopped in once, but they've been
Football
in
misses 1 and 2
since. So I thank them very much for all the support they've given. So if you'd like to join me, Kenneth, I don't know if Kenneth is still around. I haven't seen him talk for a while.
This one lifted foul down the right field line. Tomorrow, as we mentioned, it's going to be a dandy with Paul Skeens, the young stud for Pittsburgh, and Max Fried for the Atlanta Braves, setting up for a great day at the park again. Paul Skeens, one of those guys that now when he pitches, it's kind of become appointment viewing television.
Yeah, I mean, he's a young guy. He's getting a little bit better every time he goes out there, and Max Fried has been as good as anybody in the game. Should be a lot of fun.
Good sweeper. Down goes Gonzalez for the first out.
Yeah, good pitch there. Good finish. Not much you can do with that.
And now Olivares. I was talking with a couple people before the game about that pitching matchup tomorrow, and you know, Max Fried is a guy that we really appreciate, the Braves country really appreciates, but I feel like he does not get the attention or the love he deserves nationally. Is that going to stay fair? It does not. And the shutout stays intact. But Max is so darn good. We know it, Tom, but you know, you look at a guy like Skeens, I get it, he's getting all the attention, but Max Fried has proven it, and I just hope that Max goes out there tomorrow and does his thing again.
No, I 100% agree with you. I mean, listen, there are not many guys in baseball that have been as good as Max over the last couple of years. Not many guys I'd rather have the ball in his hand to win me a game than him right now. So, but to your point, yeah, he doesn't get the love that he deserves nationally. But
there you go, guys and gals.
You know, I think he'll go out there tomorrow and just do his thing and not
channel if you'd like
focus
to,
on the guy on the
like
other
to
side.
Go over
you
and
know?
maybe
I mean,
drop
I
him
think
a like
oftentimes
or subscribe to the channel.
you make too much of those matchups and you hear all the hype and whatever.
We need
but
more,
at the end of the day,
we need more streamers with the mentality
you know,
of helping each other out.
Really entered your mind was, okay, you're going up against a guy on the other
I
side.
know what it's like to grind, and
you know, which
you feel like you're never going anywhere.
You obviously try to do every time you go out there.
Get help from other streamers like this.
You know, as I've said before,
they get you out to that broader audience and bring more people.
You might be willing to go out there
make
in
more
the first
people
inning
aware
or
of your
early
channel.
in the game and
I just,
trade
I want to
for
thank
a
them
run
for
or
that.
things like that.
As well as On the Go with CeeLo. On the Go with CeeLo is an awesome streamer.
You might
as well,
gamble
guys.
a little bit more,
Guys,
you know, and I think that's the only thing that
been
changes.
over to his channel yet? Hit up youtube.com/.
Yes,
On the Go with CeeLo.
Olivares is down back-to-back.
Great streamer, guys. He's actually at the NASCAR races.
Really good pitch, bottom of the zone.
If he goes live, it's there live
right in that
at
same
the race
spot that he
itself.
throws that back foot slider.
If you're a NASCAR fan, he's been.
And I think
he's been killing it with the NASCAR
pitch
streams,
was,
guys.
but it was fastball.
It's nothing for him to have.
Boy, Larry Vanover
2,000 or
ready
3,000 people in the stream.
Strike one to Key Brian Hayes.
Yeah, he's got to throw some steak sauce in that pouch and get to dinner.
Bones awaits. Downstairs 1-1. Hayes has a hit in 3 trips tonight. Right center. This ball could be trouble, and it does split the 2 in the outfield all the way to the wall. And the Pirates do get on the board here in the 9th. As Connor Joe comes in to score, it's 6-1.
Couldn't get that shutout.
Yeah, pitch didn't quite finish the way.
Of course, Aaron Bummer.
A little bit up over the plate.
How would we figure that it's Dumber Bummer? Yeah, it's your fault, Bummer. My guys worked so hard for that.
Pinch hitter.
For that no-hitter.
Will bat here.
Shutout.
26 years old, second major league season. Played 54 games last year as a rookie.
Ah.
A ball and a strike. So Atlanta does not get their 11th shutout of the season, but still sitting at 10, most in baseball. And more importantly, up 6-1 right here. Pirates down to their final strike.
All right, down to the last strike, everybody.
The lefty bummer is ready. The 1-2 is off the outside corner.
Now, come on, Ump. All night you've been calling that a damn strike for the Pirates. What's with ya? Game should be over.
Two down, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And this one
Foul
bounced
ball.
foul.
2-2.
And into the Pirates
Count stay the
dugout.
same. We'll do it again.
Charlie Morton went 6 1/3.
The Phillies winning
And now
again,
Farmer
2
trying
to
to put
nothing
the
over
finishing
top of the
touches on
Marlins.
this thing in the 9th.
Washington
And
losing
give
to
Charlie his
Tampa Bay
first win
3-1.
against his former team. Oh, a couple of close ones.
Yeah,
Ball
he hasn't called the
3.
backdoor breaking ball out there. He's
Full
called the fastball off the
count.
plate, but he's not called that pitch. Probably partly too because Murph was set up on the inside corner, had to reach all the way across the plate.
I see our interactive was a little ahead.
He got him.
Got him swinging. That is game, everybody.
They start the 9-game homestand with a convincing 6-1 victory over the
6-1 final. Atlanta over
Good start to
Pittsburgh.
the homestand. Talked about how important this homestand could be.
Friday night fireworks, everybody.
Great to see Charlie go out there and get his game back on track again, and the bullpen was great again tonight. Some timely hitting, great start to the homestand.
And for Charlie Morton, he has
So there you have it.
all 30
Atlanta
teams in
has
Major
beaten
League
the
Baseball,
Pirates
one of
6-1
4
to take
pitchers
game
that
1
can
of
say
this
that.
game series.
With a solid
We
effort
have
tonight,
9,
the bullpen did the
8
rest.
more home
And the
games
Bravos get
to
their
do.
45th win of the season.
So hopefully we can. I mean, I'd love to see us take
Tomorrow, as we
every
mentioned, it's
single
gonna be
one
a
of
lot
them
fun
games.
with Freed and Schemes,
We
and
need
stay
to.
tuned because
There's
our
80,
crew over Braves Live
80,
Postgame presented by Xfinity. We'll talk about this game. They'll also
80, 79 to 80
tomorrow,
games
so
left in the season,
keep it
somewhere
locked
in
right
there.
here. For our
Maybe
entire
81.
crew, we thank you for joining
We're
our
somewhere in
portion
that
of the broadcast.
vicinity.
For Colin McHugh,
We don't have enough
Tom
games
Levin, and
that we
everybody
got to
else
get
who
on.
put
We
this
got to get on
broadcast
some
together.
hot
I'm Brady
streaks
Gordon signing off
now.
and saying so long, everybody.
Philly is just. They're crushing it right now. Now the good news though is we at least hold the lead for the wild card placement. So I mean we'd love to win the division. Our guys are playing. They're just not up to par quite yet. Just about. I mean, we get Money Mike back. You know, we've lost significant players to injury this year. We lost Spencer Strider right away in the beginning of the season, out until 25. We lost Acuna a month ago or so, or 3 weeks, somewhere in that time frame. He's out until at least 25. We had Sean Murphy right away in the beginning of the season go down, and he was gone for well over a month. We had Austin Riley go down and was gone for 3 weeks or better. Now we have Money Mike hurt, and they're talking, 4 to 6 weeks possibly for him. Hopefully we get him back sooner, but I'd rather not rush him if he's not ready to come out. We don't need to see him get injured even worse. So, we've had a lot of ups and downs this season. I know a lot of high expectations were put on this team. That we thought they were going to come in here and do much better because last season was historic for the Braves, historic for the league. It would have been nice to continue that and build off of it, but hey, our team has struggled. It is what it is. We just got to make do with what we got. That's the bottom line. We got to make do with what we got. All right, so let me get tomorrow's game time. I know Kenneth told me. He said 4:10. I think that was 4:10 Eastern. Oopsie. All right, so yeah, that's 4:10 p.m. Eastern. First pitch is scheduled for 4:10 Eastern, 3:10 Central. We will be live 20 minutes early, so we'll be live at 2:50 p.m. Central Time, guys and gals. 2:50 Central, we will go live. We always go 20 minutes early. Thank you, George. Yep, I was just getting to that. So first pitch will be 3:10 Central, 4:10 Eastern. Scheduled first pitch is 3:10 Central, 4:10 Eastern. We will go live at 2:50 Central. So thank you everybody for the subscribes. It looks like we it says I picked up one sub tonight. Well, we actually picked it up, lost it, picked it up, lost it, now picked up another. I don't know if somebody's wanting to play troll or what the deal is with that, but thank you to whoever subscribed. I certainly appreciate it. That sets us closer. Closer than we were when we started the stream. We were 17 away when we started, and now we're going to end the stream. We're 16 away from that 1,000 goal. You know, I'd love to hit that sooner the better, but hey, if it takes another month, I'm down for it. I'm here for the long haul, guys. I'm here to bring you as many streams as I can. I realized yesterday was a little impromptu. I got up and I thought to myself, you know, this is a makeup game. And I wanted to do it, I really did, but I needed that day away. Guys, with everything that's going on with the health, I can't push myself over the limit, otherwise it's just going to take me out for longer periods of time. So I took all of yesterday off. I didn't touch my computer. I stayed away from it. I got to lay in bed. Hell, I laid in bed and watched Dixon's stream for a little while. I was on the TV and I had my phone so I could type. And then I fell asleep. So, but yeah. Today came out. Today's been an awesome day. I feel much better. I actually slept in my bed. That's the first time since Father's Day that I've actually been able to sleep in my bed and I think I slept for 4 or 5 hours straight before waking up. And lately, because of the hernia and everything that's been going on, I wake up every 45 minutes and then I'm up for 30 before I get back to sleep. Wake up for after 45 minutes, wake for 30, sleep for 40. I mean, not very good sleep pattern. So hopefully this is the start of things. It still hurt. Don't get me wrong. It hurt like hell when I finally rolled out, but at least it wasn't bothering me so bad that it kept me up and, you know, making me wake up sooner than I wanted to. So that was awesome. Felt pretty good today having that sleep. All right, so with that said, 2:50 Central will be going live. 3:10 Central first pitch, 4:10 Eastern is scheduled first pitch. Thank you everybody for all the likes, the subscribes, and most of all, just in general, the support you guys have given the channel. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I am KGB for the C Sports Network, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.